ain't even gonna lie, that music still gives me the shivers. Woo! My God. My God. I know this looks like a Crisis Core stream. Certainly at the moment doesn't sound like a Crisis Core stream. It will be a Crisis Core stream, but first, we gotta get into a little side business. We're doing a side quest. Alright, if you're astute, you already know what that music means. If you're not, allow me to elucidate further. Ladies and gentlemen, The Binding of Isaac. Not new for the channel, obviously. So why today? Why The Binding of Isaac? Because The Binding of Isaac Repentance is now in my possession. Confirmed from the text, Misha. Ordered 4/11/2021. 4/11/2021. Ordered for my birthday last year. The final update to The Binding of Isaac. The final version of the game. Ordered as a lovely birthday surprise for your boy by his lady love. The one small silver bear. The rare physical copy, you know, limited in quantity, arrives today. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, I thought it was never coming. I thought that was just money we threw down the hole, and I was just, you know, I love the game so much, and I'm so fond of its creator that I was willing to eat that. Hey man, y'all needed the cash, I get it, you swindled us. We still boys, it's fine. You see, it's still a Crisis Core stream because this is going to be a Crisis Core stream. There's just no way. There's just no way that after all this waiting, I wasn't going to get an Isaac run in. So here it is. Binding of Isaac. Here, consider this an unboxing stream. Matter of fact, I haven't done a camera in a while, right? Oh, look at that. That's terrible. That's terrible. Hold on. Let's do a full screen. Let's go. Consider this your unboxing stream. Here we go. Get me in there. Get me in there. Give me all up ins there. Yeah. Let's do like something like this. Boom. There we are. Let's go. Right here. You don't need all this table. Let's cut some of this table out. All right. Hey, right about there. There you go. Boom. There. And then we'll go like this so you get rid of some of this headroom as well. Hey, look at that. Look at that. All right, cool. There we are. We're on the fucking screen. So here. This is you bring the music back too. Fuck it. Let's go. Here's your Binding of Isaac Repentance unboxing stream. So we got the case. Gorgeous. Looks great. Boom. Clean. Also, reversible. So slightly different artwork. If you prefer, you got your choice. Cool. Dig it. On the back of the packaging, there was this little sticker that had 15 years on it. If it's really been 15 years, I'm gonna feel old, but I don't think it's been. I don't know what the 15 years signifies. Maybe development, you know, maybe since conception. I don't think the cane is 15 years old. That'd be insane. It also came with this little bag here. This little Isaac paper bag. Boom. So for those of you that know The Binding of Isaac, in my top 10 video games ever made, this game means a lot to me. It came with this here. Boom. So Tapey, if you're just getting here, Misha ordered this version, the newest and latest version of The Binding of Isaac Repentance, the final installment of the base game. You know, this has now all of the tweaks and DLCs and added contents and things of that nature, all in one fancy pants collection. This is the final, definitive version of the game. She ordered this for my birthday. She ordered this for me April 11th, 2021. And the physical copy arriving today. So We're taking a brief break from Crisis Core to celebrate. It came with this, Repentance, a religious propaganda pamphlet, which also serves as your intro to the game for anyone not familiar. Fantastic stuff. Really, really good stuff. Enjoyed that. Inside the paper bag, and it came with a special card for the Binding of Isaac card game, which Misha and I very much enjoy playing. So there you go. A totally worthwhile and cool package, all contained in this neat little bag that I will say fits very nicely into the game case. So look, you open it up, you put it in there, you close it like so, fits on the shelf. Love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. So everything cool there. Feeling good about the purchase. Feeling so clean once I opened it and looked through the packaging and saw all the nice goodies inside. I was like, all right, let's go. I'm ready to start the Binding of Isaac all over again. I had that whole thought process in my head. I said, all right, let's go. Yes, I have hundreds of hours and thousands of unlockables under my belt, and I'm not really looking forward to starting it over. But for the sake of the final version of the game in this beautiful package, my birthday present from last year, let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. It arrived today. I'm ready to start over. And wouldn't you know it, I press A, and there are all of my save files transferred over. So booyah! All of my hundreds and hundreds of hours of work still maintained. All I have now is more. So whatever we thought we were reaching towards the end, we just have more. more. All of our stats are there. All of our items are there. Look, let's look at the item list. All of our items are there, including a whole bunch of new question marks. Oh boy, let's go. I will be playing this.
I should say something.
Hey, Tammy, what's up? It's a celebration, mama. I'll be playing this game till the day I die. That's really what it comes down to.
That's what this last week has been.
Look, more endings. I was up to 18. I was getting towards the end.
Oh my god.
More endings. Let's go. I will never be free of this game, and I'm happy about it. Look at all these enemy types I've now never encountered. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So, since my save file transferred, and I'm in a celebratory mood, I'm going to do exactly one run of the Binding of Isaac before we get into Crisis Core proper. Oh, it's a happy day for me, Tape.
It's been a happy week for me.
Oh, what happened? Talk to me.
Well, I was streaming GTA 4.
Uh-huh.
It was the most therapeutic thing I've ever done.
Feeling a lot better?
After the fucking disaster that was last Friday's Saints Row stream.
The disaster's so prominent and so strong, we didn't even reach out to each other on Monday to see if we would resume our normal schedule.
The disaster's so strong that I just immediately went and streamed another episode of GTA 4 for like fucking 6.5 hours. Oh yeah, that game's done, by the way.
Wow, oh, really? You just sat there and beat the whole thing?
I just sat down and whooped that game's ass, and now I gotta do the DLC for it.
Unlocked by beating hard mode with Lazarus without losing a life. Okay, so let's do that. Where's Lazarus? Let's go. What does he start with? 3 health, 2 speed, 2 damage? We can do that. Let's go.
What is the status on the fuck it meter?
I haven't built its graphic yet, but I have between today and tomorrow. So anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
We've talked about the fuck it meter. And you will all know more about the fuck it meter when it's time. But oh, believe me.
It has been put in action before. By one Mr. Tom like a bomb, but it was never polished. It was never addressed as such.
Honed to the fine point that it is now. So, Tabi, are you familiar with the Binding of Isaac?
No, but it looks better than Saints Row, so I'm already hooked in.
This game is in my top 10 of all time. That's how
high praise.
Yeah, that's how high praise I have. It is a roguelike If you
It's
enjoy,
looking a lot like Zelda.
I was gonna say
And I like it.
if you enjoy Zelda dungeons, you will be right at home. What is cool about this game is that, as you see, you start with this pea shooter of tears, right? But as you go, you collect power-ups, and the power-ups stack on top of each other, thus making every run of the game a unique experience. So,
I love it.
Your goal is to survive and thrive, and there are tons of secrets and levels to find and things to unlock and multiple endings. The basic story is as follows. Isaac is chilling at home playing with his toys, and his mom is watching religious propaganda television when she hears the voice of God saying that the only way she can prove her devotion is to sacrifice her only son. And so she proceeds to go into Isaac's room to attempt to murder him. At which point he decides that he doesn't want that to happen, so he finds a trapdoor into the basement where calamity ensues.
I like how you described that whole situation there. Isaac then decided that he did not want to be murdered, so he ran. He ran towards the trapdoor.
I mean, that's the setup. My God,
I like the idea that there are children out there that are willing to be murdered.
Ooh, I have like
to further the religious devotion and insanity of their parents.
Sure, yeah. Well, sometimes you have to be murdered. All right, so I said I was gonna do one run. It might have to be 2 runs because, as it turns out, I am very out of practice. I just took. Oh my God! I just almost died in the first room. So.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. I gotta get back into my flow, my combat flow. You know, this is a game I have untold hundreds of hours in. It's one of those. It's one of those types of games where the phrase "one more run," you know, takes over.
Yeah.
It takes over your mind. Man, I love that my save file transferred over. It makes me so happy. But I also feel a little bit like a lost child right now because it's been a long time since I played.
Now you gotta readjust.
Yeah, I gotta like kind of relearn the game real quick, but I can do it. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Time for America's favorite bit, the Dynamite recap.
Oh, hit me with it. I'm still trying to watch last week's Dynamite.
Last week? Oh shit! You didn't get to watch the hater match, did you?
Nah, hopefully, I'm sure I can still find it online though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you'll be able to find that. It was.
Oh, and I'm dead.
Fucking amazing.
All right. No, that's fine. Now you gotta kill me. Because I gotta do. You know what? We don't even have to wait for it. Exit game.
So, one of the biggest highlights of this week's Dynamite, the last one before the rebrand.
Oh right, the rebrand. I forgot all about the rebrand. Where's Lazarus? Here we go.
With the whole American Gladiator gimmick thing. I don't know. It's red and blue. Got bunch of lasers.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
Yeah. I don't know how the stage is gonna look and all that, but just from the commercials, it's looking very red and blue and lasery.
Okay, so they're going turbo. I like it.
But
aren't they like 5 years late though on the whole like 80s nostalgia thing?
It's never too late.
Suppose. Chill. Yo, get off me. Get off me.
We are going yet another week debating on why Samoa Joe is a heel.
I heard he cut off Wardlow's ponytail though. I couldn't avoid that. That was everywhere.
He cut off Wardlow's man bun.
I mean, I think that's like a net positive for Wardlow, if we're being real.
It's a babyface move. Like, it's not even like the good man bun where the entire thing's grown out, so it makes sense to actually pull the fucking thing back. Because Wardlow had like the whole gimmick with the shaved sides and everything. Yeah, all he had was that little dookie up top.
So right, you're saying he just had like a little poo-poo turd on the top of his head for no reason.
Yeah, and it looked like shit.
I agree.
Mojo fixed it.
I always thought that the man bun on Wardlow's head made him look less tough. Which, if you're trying to sell me a guy as a monster, I don't think that less tough is the way you want to go. More tough.
I got a 3-strike rule on Wardlow right now. Well, one of them might have been revoked because of the man bun. But, 1, that man bun was just atrocious. 2, his catchphrase is even more atrocious.
What's his catchphrase?
Welcome to Wardlow's world.
Ugh.
Which just makes anybody that's not smooth-brained think about fucking Elmo's world.
Welcome to Wardlow's world. Oh, I get it, because W.
That's right.
Oh, you didn't get that? Wait, tape. Wait, you're an intelligent guy. You telling me you didn't get that? W. Get it?
Yeah, but it's WW.
Yeah, get it? Like, because his name is a W? Wardlow?
Yeah, it doesn't make the catchphrase not suck.
No,
but
but you get it, though?
yeah, I get it. I just don't like it.
It's just bad.
It's
No,
just
but
bad.
no, but get it like Wardlow's world. Get it like Wardlow, but with a W, like world. You know what I'm saying? This is reminding me of when I was trying to explain Tampa Bay to my dad. I was like, yo, but Tampa Bay though. Tampa Bay. It's like Tampa Bay, but with Tom, because his name is Tom. So you saw how that rock was a slightly different color?
Yeah.
So I blew it up and then I got this item. Which gives me damage up and speed down, which I will take.
Also, strike 3 for Wardlow. He has that really stupid wind-up clothesline thing that he does. Where he does like the whole gun point thing. Like he fucking does the taunt steal from Kenny Omega with the finger guns. And then he fucking throws his whole body like he's about to do a cartwheel, and then he clotheslines somebody.
So you see here, I have a sense of it because I played the game a lot. There was a little square of nothingness in the map, so I figured this was a false wall, and then it was. See, these are advanced tactics. Yeah.
Now, personally, that would work a lot better if he did the wind up for a giant headbutt.
I'm gonna tell you what I hate.
'Cause
about
that'd be brutal.
Wardlow. I'm gonna tell you what I hate about Wardlow. That they trying to tell me that the Powerbomb Symphony is over. It's stupid. It's really stupid. Like,
I feel like the powerbomb is the one good thing he's got going about him.
no, but here's why I don't like it. Cause the whole thing is supposed to be like, oh, it's like, you know, he does this like this symphony.
Oh,
of,
you don't like that he's playing to the crowd with the hand motions.
I don't like that
Yeah.
he does the hand motion, and then the power bomb train itself doesn't make any sense. Like the dude he's doing it to has to be a fucking goober and participate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like it. If he had his power bomb worked out in such a way that when he drove the guy down, he naturally kind of like popped back up, and then he just grabbed him and did it again, and it was just like a continuous motion, fine. But the fact that he like does a power bomb, grabs the dude by his dookie ankle, rolls him back over, I hate it. I'm like, what is that? Who would take that? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had any self-respect as a wrestler, I'd be like, no, you're not grabbing me by my ankle and like dookieing me over, and I'm gonna just take more power bombs. Get out of here.
The plus side is that we're now getting Samoa Joe versus Darby Allin.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. That'll be real
A
fun.
real David versus Goliath battle.
Yeah. So what you're saying is they're doing what WWE never did, and they're gonna pull the trigger on Samoa Joe, and he's gonna mollywop Darby Allin into the next century, and everyone's gonna go, oh yeah, size.
They've already been pulling the trigger on Joe.
Did they do some kind of injury angle with Wardlow where he could be off TV for like 4 months and then come back?
I don't know if they did an injury angle, but at the start of the show, they had Samoa Joe interrupt Wardlow backstage mid promo and beat him
Oh!
down with a baseball bat.
Okay, you want to see something
Like,
good?
straight for the knees.
Let me explain to you the good thing that just happened there. So I picked up that secret power up, right? That gave me damage up and speed down.
Mm-hmm.
And now I just picked up a power up that gave me speed and shot speed. So look, see, so now we got the speed back, but we still got the big damage. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Synergy. That's what this game is about. I'm not trying to accomplish anything particular with this run. Just playing the game one time till I die.
The Death Triangle Elite Trios feud is going to match 7.
Oh shit, to the surprise of absolutely no one.
The ladder match in LA.
Question. Do you care?
I do.
Wow.
I do care. Those matches were actually very fun.
Okay, all right, so that they achieved something. I mean, I don't care. I'll be honest. But I do. You know what? I should revise my statement, because me saying I don't care like that in a blanket manner would lead one to believe that I don't care about the Death Triangle. I support all members of the Death Triangle. I just don't care about the Flounce Brigade.
The Flounce Brigade.
I mean, I don't know what else to call them. Generation me and that one dude.
That one dude, damn.
Yeah. Fucking MC Jazz Hands.
Some cold-blooded shit.
MC Jazz Hands. That's what I'm gonna call him.
He's got some good strikes though.
My man, if my man was around in the 80s, he'd have been the genius.
Yeah, but that was a killer gimmick though.
It really was. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that though. It was. It really was. Big fan, actually. Big fan of the genius. I particularly
There
like.
has been a little bit of ring psychology carrying through all those matches too.
Oh, what? I mean, I can't talk shit. I haven't watched them. I'm just throwing shade.
Well, so through like the first half of the feud, right? Death Triangle was picking up all their wins by using a hammer in the
hammer.
finish.
Yeah. I heard about
With
the hammer. I like the hammer. I like the hammer as a concept.
So in the first match, I think Ray Fenix used it on Kenny when he was about to get hit with a one-winged angel.
Fair.
Pretty fair. Nobody's kicked out of that move.
Yeah, I was gonna say very protective finish. Yeah, you know, that makes sense. You use a weapon to gain advantage. I like that.
Their second win involved the Elite trying to use the hammer back against them, only for Death Triangle to have a second hammer.
Oh, duplicitous second hammer. I love it. That's heel shit. I'm into that.
And then the Elite got a win back the following week, which was surprisingly hammer-free.
Now, why was it hammer free? They couldn't get to the hammer, or they just decided not to use the hammer?
I think they just couldn't get to the hammer.
Oh, I
and
hate this power. I should have known better.
And Ray Fenix has been shown to be against the idea of using the hammer.
Ah, he thinks they could do it without the hammer.
Pac and Penta have been ham-fisting it that they should use the hammer to put them away.
Oh, so this is leading to dissension in the tag team ranks.
The third Death Triangle win came via ref distraction.
Classic.
And when the ref was distracted, Pac ran in and hit Nick Jackson, who was selling an ankle injury, with the hammer at the ankle. And then he tapped him out with a heel hook.
I should have used it here. I'm stupid.
And because of all that, they've been upping the ante with the match stipulations.
Okay.
Last week was no DQ.
Okay. What happened
So
there?
now, Nick Jackson was still basically like a vegetable for the team.
Okay.
But he was able to get some of his shit in. He couldn't do a lot of his flips.
Oh, he had to wrestle? He had to wrestle instead? How'd that go?
It went good.
Yeah,
They won.
He
And then They won, and then Death Triangle immediately went for the Pearl Harbor.
Sure, as one does. If you're gonna
They
be
beat the shit out of all three of them with the hammer. Nick got bloodied up. Last night was Falls Count Anywhere, where they spent a lot of the time trying to weaken the other two members of the Elite.
Okay.
And it had a pretty close finish, where Pac was about to tap out Matt. And then Kenny fucking hit Ray Fenix with a one-winged angel through a table.
Okay. So that's a 1, 2, 3.
A last-second 1, 2, 3. And now they are going to be in a ladder match in 2 weeks.
Okay. All right, it makes sense. I'm seeing the booking. I'm seeing what's going on. So we get to the big finish. Now, okay, so Tapey, in your AEW expert opinion, you know, you, being that you spend more time in the AEW zone, who do you think takes Game 7 and why?
With how they've been structuring the wins, it's probably going to be the Elite. Because the way they've been presenting it, they were treating it as if the Elite was down 3-1, big deficit. So they've been more focused in their matches ever since they lost 3 of them. If they lost a 4th one, they'd lose the trios titles. They'd lose that chance to win them.
Right, and there's a built-in exit strategy with the Death Triangle because you got one of the guys not feeling the hammer strat to begin with.
Yeah. And also, the original title reign that the Elite was supposed to have with the trios titles got cut short.
Right. So you're seeing
Because
this as factory reset.
It's a nice factory reset while giving Death Triangle some shine as good champions.
Right, Death Triangle, who everybody likes.
That's right. It seems that a lot of people are taking the side of the Elite over time, where when they came back, it was still very mixed reaction. You had your, you had one half fully in support of the Elite, you had another half of the fan base just fully in support of CM Punk. And it seems that the tides have turned. The Elite is getting booed considerably less.
AP, what do you think? Do we want to sacrifice one of our maximum hearts to the devil for whatever's in this pickup right here?
Do you think you could afford the hits?
Well, I mean, I'm going on since you have no concept of the game. I'm just going by your gut.
Go for it.
Wealth, but at what cost? Oh shit! Let's find out what that is. That could be anything.
The world. 2 of hearts.
All right.
Ricky Starks is now in a feud with Chris Jericho.
Okay, I see that. I see the logic there.
Jericho was calling him out before he lost the world title match to MJF. And then he tried recruiting Ricky Starks into the Jericho Appreciation Society.
Also known as the Jazz.
The Jazz.
And how did
Ricky,
that
of
go?
course, turned that shit down.
Right.
Because he's like, yo, I saw what you did with Daniel Garcia and Sammy.
Right.
Nobody cares about those dudes anymore.
Right. So basically,
I'm better than that.
well, I like that because I'm a big fan of logic, right? Like you'd have to be a dummy to be an up and comer in the game and be like, oh, I know who's gonna further my career, Chris Jericho. At this point, the way he's been booked, right? He's just eating young talent for survival, and we all know this, you know. It's not exactly like it's even been hidden. This is what the man is doing.
Yeah.
So I like that.
They had a match with Jericho and a jobber about a week or two ago, where Jericho's expecting to just get a squash match in, and then it turned into a 1-2-3 Kid Razor Ramon.
Oh, I love that. Big fan. Always a big fan of that.
Where he ended up taking the L.
Ooh, I like that.
And then the week after, he hit said jobber with a fireball.
Oh, he broke out the... Oh, see? That's too much aggression. If you
Jericho has been pretty unhinged since that loss.
Yeah, no. You see, the way if you have confidence in yourself, the way to handle... Oh, what's up, Yid? The way to handle a jobber getting a fluke win is to just cut the promo about like, oh, I wasn't taking him serious. You know what I'm saying? I was out here trying to have a day off, trying to have a spirited exhibition contest, and this man had to come out here and act like it was for the world's championship of the world. You know, that's the promo you cut if you have self-confidence. So clearly, Jericho is feeling a certain type of way about maybe his leathery skin. If you catch my drift.
At the same time, he had to say that in a way that also put over the jobber for winning, you know? Because obviously the jobber's gonna put up his A game to win that match.
So now so Jericho is feeling underconfident, and he's got to wrestle Ricky Starks, who, as we know, is made of confidence. And now, is there a purpose to their wrestling? Like, is this for?
It's less about Jericho being like. It's less about him lacking confidence and him just being more aggressive now.
Oh, I see.
Because he took such an embarrassing loss.
I don't know though. I feel like
Ricky Starks was talking mad shit on him for it.
I feel like the lack of confidence is implied though. If you out there losing the scrubs.
He was having full-blown tantrums about the loss.
Oh, word? Early 2000s Christian tantrums?
Oh, yeah. Destroying backstage sets and everything.
I love it. So
you have a little bit of the Hangman Mox feud bleeding into Dynamite now as well. Where it has been mostly Rampage. Hangman is set to come back within the next 2-3 weeks.
Okay.
So they can start building up the pay-per-view match between him and Mox. Presumably.
I could give a bomb to try to get an item, or I could literally explode this man with a bomb. I'm gonna explode him. He didn't like that. I bet.
Bryan Danielson is still on the chase with MJF.
Okay. Are they actually gonna, like, no, because they're not gonna take the belt off MJF yet. It's too early for that.
No.
That would be a mistake.
No, but they're clearly building up Danielson to be his next challenger.
Damn, well, I don't know, though, because, like, Danielson's kind of becoming a can't win the big one guy in AEW.
I don't think he always needs to win the big one. His name just has credibility written all over it.
Okay, I feel both ways about that, and I'll tell you why.
He's a believable threat in
I should have saved the bomb.
every situation he's been in so far.
But I'll tell you why I feel both ways about that. Because all of his past success, and obviously there's much of it, none of it is in AEW.
One of his biggest losses in AEW was against Hangman, and he eventually got that win back.
I just think that when you tout someone as being on par with your best talent, but they haven't actually won anything in your company, it sends a mixed signal. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has to win in AEW. Oh, I knew. Pardon me. Big sneezes all around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He has to win in AEW so that his big dealness before he got there becomes part of the AEW story and not just all past glories, you know? Also, I got excited because this is a brand new boss I've never seen before. Let's go. We're into the new content. Let's go.
I think the clear route they're taking with MJF's title reign is that he's going to be pushed to his limits by everybody that steps up to him, and he's going to take the easy way out
Yeah, of course.
to win matches. So it's still going to make sense if Danielson loses. He's just not going to lose clean.
I just think he's got to get that belt at some point, is what I'm saying. Not right now. I wouldn't take it up. Oh, fuck.
It'll eventually happen.
2 lives. Alright, whatever. Beat the boss.
Personally, I think the dark horse pick to beat MJF for that title eventually is Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston. Wow. Okay. I mean, I give you props
They're
for
gonna
making such
slowly
a
build
bold
him up.
claim.
Slowly but surely, they've been trusting him to handle all the crossover matches between AEW and New Japan. So they're building up that he's tough, he's resilient. He's currently fighting House of Black, where they've just been all murdering all the flouncy people while
Love that.
trying to separate Eddie Kingston from Ortiz.
So what you're saying? Wow, Ortiz Santana's still out?
Santana is still out.
So you're telling me, like, right now, my rooting interest in AEW would be House of Black. They're murdering the clowns.
Exactly. Like, if you weren't already sold on, like, the group dynamic that they had, with Malachi being the fearless leader, Buddy being the workhorse, and Brody King just being a fucking absolute hoss, the muscle of the group.
And Malachi back in the fold, I'm assuming.
Malachi is back in the fold.
Okay, good.
Equally capable of murdering fools.
Oh,
And now you have the dynamic with Julia Hart being like the equalizer if they're outnumbered.
and I'm dead. All right, there you go. That's the Isaac portion of the stream. I said I would go until I died. Let's go. All right, now I gotta get up and switch the button. Oh, there will be much more Isaac King in my future. Headphones, come to me. Alright. So now we get back into our crisis core business.
Fuck yeah.
Let's go, boys.
They've been having Julia Hart start adopting the Black Mist gimmick.
Oh, Black Mist! Why are we not getting audio? Come on now, come on.
Come on.
Let's go, capture card. Don't do that. Nobody likes you when you act this way. Now we gotta unplug it and plug it back in.
I got a reason with it.
I want to reason with it. Let's go. Here we go. Go like this. Go like this. Go like this. There it is.
Yo, look at that game.
What game?
It's Crisis Core. It's totally not like the one I just downloaded for PSP.
Yo, you playing it?
Eventually.
Let's go, boys. That's what I'm talking about.
Just padding out my library just so I always have something to stream.
I got you. Yeah.
You know the vibe.
I've decided on my streaming gimmick for 2023.
What's that?
2023 is going to be my year of finally got around to it.
I finally got around to it.
Yep. So I'm
So
doing.
you're starting off strong with Dante's Inferno, right?
Oh no, but I want a copy of that. I will play that when I get a copy of it. No, I'm gonna start with God of War 2018.
Ooh.
So as soon as this game is done, we move on to God of War 2018, and then I also on the charter I have The Witcher 3. What else? There's a bunch. There's a whole bunch. I got a list. I'm just not thinking of them right now. What's that one? There's one that I got recently that I was like, yes, this. But those are two right off the
finish
bat.
Death Stranding.
Funny thing happened. Epic just gave it away for free. So
I know. I picked it up when they were still offering the director's cut.
yeah. So
Because when the whole fucking launcher went down, they took down the director's cut edition of the game and put up the regular version instead. So I was in there about like the first 10 minutes it was up, and I got it. And then I saw everybody in Discord bitch about how they couldn't get the game. And I was like, oh, well, it sucks to be you. I got the full version.
Wow. So you know what? I don't know which version I got because I think it was early in the day, but it might not have been right away. So we'll see. I have to look. But either way, so Death Stranding.
I was telling everybody, yo, the leaked game tomorrow is Death Stranding. Don't fucking sleep on it.
I don't remember if that was because some days I was sitting there literally waiting for the game to show up. I don't remember if that was one of those or if it was like one where I went 15 minutes later. But my point being that so now I still have my Death Stranding save file from the series that me and Anastasia had done. But I was feeling bad because I was at the point where I was like, I really just want to finish that game because I enjoyed it. But now that the Epic version exists, I can literally just install it and play it and beat it and not have to worry about messing with that save file. So I can leave the series version just sitting there if we ever get around to it, and I can just beat it on PC, which will probably net me even better graphical performance. So
the last Crimbus game is up, the Dishonored Definitive Edition.
Got that, of course. I'll take Dishonored in one more place. Why not? Sure.
I will say that seeing the subtitle of Definitive Edition is now scary.
Word. I don't believe.
I don't believe. You know, Rockstar did everybody a little dirty. That was unkind.
Yo, I still haven't touched the Vice City Definitive Edition.
Good.
Like, I had such a bad time with San Andreas that, like, I just haven't touched it.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'll play it at some point, I guess. Like, I assume we'll stream it at some point, you know?
Vice City Definitive Edition? Oh, fuck no.
Well, we
no.
Well, we could do another simulcast one where you do the OG.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna be out here letting you play Vice City without Billie Jean on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why'd they do it, Tape? Why'd they even make those?
Because they went the cheap route. They went the cheap route. They gave it to a company with like 20 developers that only made mobile games.
Why they did that?
It was on a fixed budget and they rush released it.
So that it was just money. It was just we can make a
It
little bit
was
of money.
It was a cash grab.
Can make a little bit of money real quick. The hardcores will buy it because the hardcores buy everything. And that's it. That's all it was. Alright. Which, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the rumor mill, but the rumor mill seems to believe that GTA is also going in the Saints Row direction in terms of inclusive for modern audiences.
I just hope that they're tasteful about it. And not, like, you know, trying to ham-fist in all these jokes that clearly don't work because only single middle-aged moms would find them funny.
Listen, I would say that I have confidence based on GTA's track record, but a lot of the people that left over the last couple of years are the people that are credited with like writing the shit. So I don't know.
Yeah, I would hope that they, with how big of a fucking company Rockstar is, they should be able to hire some competent writers, you know?
Yeah, but it all depends on like what you're like.
Something in good taste, you know?
That's what I was gonna say. Like competent to what end, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's the scary part is like, yeah, you can
I
absolutely
think
hire
they're gonna
competent writers, but if what you're looking for is a different result than what your fan base is gonna want to enjoy, you know, then it won't matter.
I don't think they can afford going any less than cream of the crop with writers. And I think they know that.
See, you have
They
inherently
literally
you have
can't
inherently
afford to fuck up
more faith
GTA.
than I do. Like I don't have faith like that. I'm like, I don't know, man.
I haven't placed full faith in it, but it's very clear that they can't fuck this game up.
I mean, I guess.
With all the hype, with all the years that people have waited to see this, they cannot afford
You don't think they could always just
watch a game this big.
pivot back to fucking GTA Online and like.
You could only run with GTA Online for so long.
I'll tell you everything you need to know, right? If they allow you to bring your shit over from GTA Online from 5 to 6, then the game is in trouble. That's my telltale sign. If they're like, oh yeah, bring over your whole character profile from GTA Online, like, then that tells me that they don't have confidence in the game.
It's funny because they took that feature away from you to port your character from one system to the other.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they got rid of that.
Because
They had it for a little bit, but
because that to me will say it all. I mean, we won't know until 6 is released. You know, if they come in and it's like a fresh online experience, then that means they have confidence in the game.
mm-hmm.
If they come in and they're like, oh, GTA Online carries right over to GTA 6, then it'll be like, oh yeah, they know they're in trouble. That's my thought process on it. What is energy material? Let's see.
It would be an awful move to let people continue on those files.
Yeah, you think so?
Not just in the sake of like it just transfer from one game to the next, but like
I want to see what this is.
As far as like game balancing for the online and all that, that would just be horrible.
So you
look, I get to start Vice City as this level 800 character with fucking $100 million in the bank.
Wait, is that confirmed that they're going back to Vice City?
Oh yeah, it's like from the leaks and all that, it's clear as day. That's Vice City.
Activating combat mode.
I like that. Makes sense. No. Nope, kill me again. Nope, I'm not wasting Phoenix down on that. Nope, kill me again. Let's go. Nope, just do it. Oh, now you don't want to do it. Now that I'm literally standing here going, hit me, you don't want to hit me. You see this?
I see it.
Come on. Hit me. Murder me. Unfucking believable. They had all the special moves in the world when I was trying to win. Now that I'm trying to lose, thank you. I'm not giving you my Phoenix down. Get out of here. You don't get my Phoenix down on that bullshit? No. Spam fire. Spam fire. That's it. Oh, I'm out of MP. I'm out of MP.
I still maintain that as disappointing as that definitive edition shit was, it's not as disappointing as the reboot for Saints Row.
Yeah. It's you know what it is? It's disappointing in different ways. Wait, is this
Of
where
course, but
that's where I started.
one level of disappointment is weighing a ton more than the other.
Ugh.
You're with the definitive edition, you have 3 classic games, all-time classic games getting bastardized.
Right. The games still hold up.
You could always go back and play the old ones and have your fun there.
Well, I mean,
With
that's
Saints Row, it's a brand new game. It's a brand new idea
but I suppose that's
executed poorly.
That's still true though in terms of like you can just ignore the existence of this new Saints Row and go play the other ones. It doesn't put a stain on the old games.
Yeah, but it's not the same exact game as
It's just very
the
sad.
OG Saints Row.
Conflict resolved.
You know what I'm getting at? Like,
Yeah, to me it's more I'm just sad that they did this. Like you didn't have to do this. Nobody was asking you to do this. Nobody was clamoring for this. Nobody was like, "Yo, you know what?"
people wanted a new Saints Row, and they wanted that gangland style back. But what we got instead
Like-
was just
Yeah, not one person was like, "Yo,
Oh.
I want to get my young cousin into Saints Row." Like nobody was doing that. Nobody was like, "Yo, can I get like a tuned down Saints Row?"
like, I knew that this shit was going to be a mess the moment one of them in the car started ranting about fucking like music and capitalism and shit. Like, why the fuck do these gangsters care about that?
yeah,
Why should they care about that?
yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, and you know what? And the worst part, the part that really breaks my heart more than anything with the new Saints Row, honestly, because we could get into all this conversation about like, oh, it's this, it's that. The worst part is that underneath all that is a setting I'm enjoying, a character creation that was thorough, like the potential for a good game is there. That's the worst part. Like a good game is sitting there wanting to exist, and instead of making a good game, you're just
You made rat ass.
yeah, you just threw it away for no reason. Like, why?
The most offensive thing about that game to me is that it's a safe release.
But not even because it didn't sell. Like it's not like you say
No, I mean,
safe.
no.
to
When
me,
I say safe, I mean it literally took no risks.
yeah,
When
like,
you take a look at that game, and then you take a look at Saints Row 3 from 10 years ago, if not more, they are practically the same fucking game. There is nothing different in how those two play. One of them is just more modern with a little bit extra customization, and that's about it. Those two games are goddamn nearly identical. Like think about it. Like really think about it. Like look at the gangs. Look at the gangs in the new game, right?
yeah,
You have one that's, sort of like a legit gang, the Panteras or whatever the fuck,
yeah,
where they're in the lowriders and everything. You have the hacker group and all that, which is just the Deckers. And then you have one that's fucking batshit insane. And then you have a fucking police squad. It's safe. It's cookie cutter shit.
and it didn't have to be. That's the worst part. There was no reason to do. You could have just not made another game. Could have just been like, Saints Row is over. We're doing some new shit. Matter of fact, you could have made the exact game that you did and called it something else and see if people liked it. You know?
at the very least, it wouldn't be remembered for being as bad if it wasn't called Saints Row. It would just be a forgettable open world game.
What was that game? Remember the one that was like mad colorful in the desert? Remember? What was that called? That's what it would be.
Exactly. But now you have it connected to an IP that a lot of people liked from back in the day. You're trying to present it as this new thing, this modern touch-up. As in, like, this is how the new generation is gonna play Saints Row, and it fucking sucks.
Well, the thing for me, like, and I'm holding out hope that this is my hope that with the next game in the series or even the fucking DLC to this one, if they really want to try to save it.
Oh, there ain't no way they're doing a Saints Row 2.
But let me tell you though. Let me tell you, all you gotta do is have fucking Johnny Gat wake up from a dream and be like, "Yo, I had this crazy dream," and then that's it. And then you're off to the races, right back like it never happened. That's all you gotta do.
Activating combat mode.
I don't even think they'd be able to pull that off. I think they legit killed the trust of a lot of their fans with that game. Myself included.
Nah, I'm willing to call it a misstep and move on. Oh.
Yeah, that's the thing though. They've already had missteps.
I mean, yeah.
That Out of Hell was a misstep. Agents of Mayhem or whatever the fuck, that was a huge misstep. For some people, Saints Row 4 was even a misstep.
Get out of here. I ain't trying to hear that. All right, look. Get Out of Hell is not going to undo the fun I had with Saints Row 4. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Agents of Mayhem.
I'm just saying that history is there.
Agents of Mayhem, I haven't played it, so I can't actually talk shit about it. And even Get Out of Hell, man, I have to finish that before I can really even speak on it. So, so I really can't say. But what I can say is that the last numbered entry in the series is my second favorite. So,
I like that game a lot too.
Yeah, so
I don't think there's any denying that people, like, that was when people started getting rubbed the wrong way.
But I mean, I don't know.
That's the starting point,
Dude. Okay. Anybody talking shit about Saints Row 4? I have a personal challenge. You ready for my personal challenge? Right.
Let's hear it.
Play Saints Row 4. Right. Formulate your opinion, whatever it is, positive, negative, whatever. And then right after that, go play Crackdown 2. And then tell me how you feel about Saints Row 4. That's all I'm going to say about that. Go ahead. Tell me Saints Row 4 is a bad game after you play Crackdown 2. Go ahead. And I love Crackdown. Crackdown probably still on my top 10 for that generation. Like for the Xbox 360 generation.
The first one? That was a clean game.
Fuck yeah, classic. Love that game. Matter of fact, wish they would re-release it so I could get my friends together and play it right now. You know? Let's go.
I wish they would put that shit on like PC or PlayStation or something. I want to fucking be able to play that.
It's a great game. Love it. Crackdown 1 is awesome. Crackdown 2, dog's ass. Like, Saints Row 4 is so much more iterative on the Crackdown formula than Crackdown 2 is. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Like, I still get why some people are turned away by that game though too. Because compared to 2 and 3, it's really not in the same style.
Yeah, but I would argue that
it doesn't have anything to do with gangs or anything. It's literally you trying to preserve the Saints even though the fucking earth is blown up.
but I would argue that already happened in 3.
Did it?
Like, I would argue that 3 already kind of moved away from the seriousness that was in, and obviously I say seriousness kind of in air quotes, because Saints Row has always been a little bit silly, but like the groundedness of 2 was already gone. 3 with Dr. Ginky and everything was already getting like ridiculous. So it's not like 3 was this grounded serious game and then 4 went fucking loco.
None of them were grounded. That's
know.
why you had that's why you had side missions in 1 and 2 like fucking Septic Avenger.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but they got like more and more surrealistic as time went on.
They were willing to lean more into that.
And I'm
because
saying
people
that,
like those modes the most.
That pivot to me happened in 3, not 4. 4 was just the logical conclusion of going so hard in that direction. Was you have to get ridiculous now. Now we have to go all the way, even down to the meta of the whole game feeling like a 10 years too late Matrix reference. It's hilarious to me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like all of that feels very intentional. I don't know. Like I'm with it.
4 was a natural progression of 3, but 3 was also a natural progression of 2.
Was it though? I always felt like
it was. Because at the end of 2, you literally rule everything in the city.
Yeah,
You're a media
but
mogul at that point. There's no way you're going back to like, you know, the streets and all that.
I mean, I guess, but I always thought that you could have done it.
It made sense that they would sell out.
Yeah, I know. When you put it like that, I see what you're saying. But I feel like
That's why you still have that layer of seriousness in 3, because you still think that Johnny Gat's dead.
Yeah, but I feel like
It's a huge point of the game, and every character that was involved in 2 is a lot more depressed because there's no Johnny Gat. Even when you have everybody's favorite Hive Mind Radio associate T-Pain in the game, it's still depressing as fuck.
oh man, you know, I guess I gotta stream Saints Row 3. Oh motherfucker! I'm gonna let him kill me. Kill me. I don't want to waste my Phoenix Downs.
It's still very ridiculous. But when you look past the surface level, there is some layer of seriousness there.
All right, so here's my question to you then, Tate. What would you do with the IP? What would you do with the Saints Row franchise now?
That franchise is done for.
So you're saying just
it's done for. Just
put it
let
in the
people
ground.
play. Just let people play the good ones.
Wow. All right.
Play
Well,
the good ones.
okay, but let me play devil's advocate then. So what if they put you in charge, Tabby? They literally hand you the keys to the kingdom. So not doing it isn't an option. You got to do something. What are you doing?
I gotta do something.
Yeah, like they hand you the keys to the kingdom. They say, Tabby, you're in charge. What do we do with Saints Row?
Make a more serious sequel, because obviously GTA is moving into the realm of surrealism. So now you get even more grounded. And just so you don't piss people off, you don't call the game Saints Row 2.
Oh my god. Saints Row again.
You do not call the game Saints Row 2.
This is Saints Row again for the second time.
You could slap on whatever ridiculous subtitle you want. Like Saints Row Electric Boogaloo. Who the fuck cares? Just don't number it Saints Row 2.
Do you think that this game that you and I are streaming, this Saints Row game that you and I are streaming right now, would be better received if it was called something like, you know, Saints Row New Generation?
Maybe. But I think the problem with that game as a whole is just that it's called Saints Row.
Right. Well, and even I will even go as far as to say when we started the game, like the first little bit, I was like, "Oh, this is feeling very Saints Row." Like I don't understand the complaints, but now as we're getting more into it, now I'm starting.
Now that we're past the thin veneer of, hey, look, it's still like Saints Row, right? you're starting to see all the issues.
Yeah, all the ways that in which that it is not Saints Row at all.
Which is really 95% of the game at this point.
Oh, Sisney. How about dinner tonight?
Sorry, I've got work.
Which is why I say it's more disappointing and more tragic
You want me to talk
than
to
a
the boss?
fucked up remaster.
I don't recommend that. My boss can
It's
be
like
pretty
it
scary.
sucks too, because when I'm doing the missions, there'll be these moments where I'm having so much fun, and I'm like, oh man, I think I like this game, and then characters just start talking, and I'm like, shut up, shut up.
Like, think about it. How many hours have you put into the game so far, right?
Gotta be around 10, right? Maybe a little more, 10 hours, something like that.
How many of these characters are likable?
None. No, the answer to
No,
that.
that is scary shit.
Yeah, the answer to that is 0. I don't like anybody. Least of all,
That is scary.
the main character. I don't even like us.
Like, there is nobody you can properly, like, root behind. Like, even when you have games that are designed to have characters that aren't likable, like Manhunt, you can still root behind who you're playing as because it presents you as the lesser of two evils. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have that situation in Saints Row.
No, the game is the game is incredibly surface level, and oh, I'm dead, and it doesn't have anything underneath its bones. Like there's nothing there. It's this game. Like I'm saying, if this game was a brand new IP, it would have failed
Activating combat mode.
the same
It
way.
would have failed and everybody would have moved on.
It would have failed the same way it's failing right now if it was a brand new IP, because it's oh god damn it, because it's philosophically broken. Like I said, you remember last time we were playing it, I was trying to think about it from a different lens, right? Like I was like, all right, maybe they were trying to reboot this style of game and make it so that a younger generation could appreciate it. The kind of thing where like, pardon me, the kind of thing uncles could play with their nephews. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking about it, and I'm like,
That's not the way Saints Row works, though. Like,
but I'm thinking about it. I'm like, but like I'm trying to think about it. Like, okay, what if that was their intention, right? And then I'm thinking about that, and I'm going,
if
there-
it was their intention, Saints Row's not the game to do that with.
But I'm like, but is there value there? And for a second, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, I could see that. You know, getting a younger generation into like sandbox style games, right? And doing it in such a way that like, you know, okay, it's accessible to them. I'm like, all right, makes sense. But then as we were playing, and as I was having this thought, I went, oh wait, Bully already exists. So there's not
Bully
even
exists.
there's not even a reason
Breath
to do
of the
that,
Wild exists.
you know. But I'm
If
talking.
kids really wanted to fucking play a fucking open world game centered around crime and all that, there's probably good odds that they already have GTA 5.
Well, but I'm also operating under the assumption that some people don't want their children playing Grand Theft Auto. That was my whole
Oh,
point.
of course not.
But that's why you got bullied. Like, so even it's already been done. There's no recourse to do what they did with the Saints Row at all, except the only reason is that they were trying
It's
to.
a flop.
What they were trying to do was make themselves bulletproof to where they feel things are going, which is the wokeness or whatever you want to call it. But it's like what they don't realize is you already had a million seller with your hardcore fan base. You could have kept servicing your hardcore fan base and made money, but you want to make all the money. Like, you know what I mean? It's such
They
a
realize that if they just cater to the hardcore people, them putting the game over would get more people to buy it anyways.
exactly right. Like,
That's why fucking Elden Ring worked.
you're so busy trying to make all of the money at once that you don't realize it's like you can just keep appealing to the people who are already willing to spend money on your shit and then by positive word of mouth, you'll get some new. Oh, fuck! Why did I let that happen just now? Because I'm more involved in the conversation. I'm playing the game on autopilot. Fuck it, let's go. Right. If your hardcores all go out and buy the game, positive word of mouth is gonna make more people buy the game, and then there you go. You could at least equal what you did with the last one, if not surpass it. You know, like, and I don't even think that necessarily the idea of rebooting Saints Row was inherently negative. Now,
No, it's not a bad idea at all.
You know, like,
But
because
there was a way that could have been handled and was clearly not handled that way.
right, because where they left it at the end of where they left it at the end of 4, there really wasn't much else to do, you know. So
The last thing they could have done was time travel.
right, which, and again, if we're talking Saints Row, you could get away with that. Like, it's not a hyper realistic series. You can get away with that. You can get away with anything, honestly.
I don't know about you, but I'm really dreading tomorrow if we're still playing Saints Row.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why I don't feel as bad. It can't get worse than what happened last episode. It can't get worse.
Are you sure about that?
The glitchiness of the mission, the personal insults to you specifically, like, it can't get worse than that. There's no way.
Think about how long we've been talking shit on this game today.
Yeah. But I still say I'm liking it more than you are. And it's probably because I have my hands on the sticks. It's not all negatives. There are some positives. It's a mess. The game's a mess. But see, that's the thing too. Like, I can learn to love a mess. You can bring me a hot mess that has heart on its sleeve, and I can learn to love that hot mess. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that this game is gonna get me there, based on what I've seen so far. Because I don't think that this game has heart. I think that this was a calculated move, primarily motivated by marketing, and I don't think that this is the genuine what these people wanted to make next in the Saints Row series. I think it was a decision made more in, like, there's still name cachet in the license. So what can we do to milk another one? You know, that's what I think.
I mean, look at the way we're phrasing it and all that. We're calling it, it's just milked. It's a cash cow. It's got no heart.
I mean, that's
Are we really gonna play this for 30 hours?
I mean, look, tomorrow.
Listen, man.
Tomorrow,
Saints Row 3, it's right there.
Tomorrow.
We can still do Saints Row. It just doesn't have to be that one.
Tomorrow we buckle down and we do a bunch of story missions, and we'll know. We'll know by the end of the episode. We'll either be like, all right, we're gonna stick this through, or we'll be like, I don't know, man. You know, we'll know.
So we are gonna call it the Saints Row reboot verdict stream.
Yeah, because I'm not at my breaking point. I'm not at a point where I'm like, I'm done with this game. I
don't think it's about a breaking point. It's just about the confidence that you have in this game doing something.
Because here's the thing.
Proper, you know?
The type of like research-minded game enthusiast that I am, I will play this thing to the end just to definitively talk about how bad it is. Like, because I don't want nobody being able to come up to me and be like, oh, but you didn't finish it. Yo, eat my ass. I finished the game. That shit is dookie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that way. I'm like, I'll finish it so I could tell you why it's bad. You know?
Not everybody goes out of their way to finish a bad game, though.
No.
Sometimes you'll just know from 30 minutes in that it's a bad game and you'll never play it again.
Right,
You have the
But
that
I don't think
experience.
I don't think that this game is that kind of bad though. I don't. Like, I'm having some fun playing the game. It's the game. There's fun in there. It's just none of it is in is in the story so
Activating
far.
combat mode.
All of my
And
fun
that's the main point of the game.
all of my fun with the game so far has been map traversal. Like, the map has been fun. I've enjoyed going around, picking up items, you know, finding secrets and you know, all the random side content. I've had a good time. Is that enough to carry an entire series? No, it has to become something at some point, or we will have to walk away. I'm just not there yet, is what I'm saying. Oh, I got a Moogle! No!
Oh no.
How you gonna kill me when I got a Moogle?
Activating combat
Oh
mode.
shit, we got Discord Gremlin.
Do we? Oh shit! All right, hold on. I'll reset it. What's going on? Is it
Oh, the capture froze for the OBS.
Got you. All right, reshare. Let's see. Fixed?
Activating combat mode.
Yeah, it's fixed.
Like, again, I'd like to point out that we finished Sonic Lost World. Do you remember how that was feeling for a minute?
Conflict resolved.
Yeah, it was feeling kind of dookie for a minute.
There was a moment in time where finishing that game felt impossible,
Activating combat
but we
mode.
did it. And
I don't
now,
think it ever felt offensive.
and now here we are. Oh, you're forgetting some of those levels, homie. You're forgetting.
Yeah, remember, I wasn't on the stick for that.
You're forgetting some of those levels. I was hurting inside, bro. Matter of fact, I want you to go to the YouTube, find a random episode of that series, click to a random part in the video, and press play, and tell me if I was yelling when you got there. That's it.
I feel like I've been yelling about Saints Row for about 2 months now.
No!
I was losing confidence in it. Slowly but surely, you know?
When you say losing confidence, I don't believe that you ever had confidence in it.
I was giving it the chance to prove me wrong. I'll just put it like that. I was giving it the chance to prove me wrong. And as time went on, I just realized it was never going to prove me wrong.
I really like the map. I'll keep saying that. I really like the setting and the map. It's a shame. It's a shame that
I don't think it does anything in execution better than anything I've seen before. Not just from Saints Row, but just in general.
Conflict resolved.
I mean,
Like the desert setting.
Mhm.
If I wanted to play an open world game in the desert and all that, right?
Mhm.
Doesn't necessarily have to be like the same like regular setting as an open world crime game or anything. There's Fallout New Vegas. Boom. I'll just play that instead.
Yeah,
I'll just
but,
go to the casinos in San Andreas.
Yeah, but it's a different type of game. Like, I don't know.
That's why I brought up San Andreas.
Yeah, but even
Because
still,
there is a huge desert section of the map.
Oh,
That's half the map.
what is this? What is this Goblin Punch materia that we just picked up?
Goblin Punch.
We just picked up Goblin Punch. Deal non-physical, non-magic damage. What the fuck does that mean? Non-physical, non-mag. I gotta Google this. Goblin.
What, is Zach going to psychologically attack these enemies now?
Goblin Punch. Crisis Core. Let's see. No, specifically in Crisis Core. What's wrong with you? I don't want to know how to get it. I want to know something about it. So, yeah, here we go. I just got it.
Ooh.
All right. Let's see.
Well, that. Oh man, that just sealed the deal for me.
What's that?
As far as the desert setting, I can't believe I didn't mention this first. Fucking Red Dead 1 was like 95% desert.
Oh, yeah. Well, come on. We're talking Red Dead 1. Like, Red Dead 1 is no. Like, yeah, come on.
What?
I mean, how many video games compare to Red Dead 1 is my point.
How many games compared to New Vegas?
I mean, I can't. I guess I can't really speak on it because I didn't play it at the time. But I've been playing it. It's good. I'm not in love with New Vegas like that.
I think New Vegas is the best Fallout.
I'm very over the Bethesda thing. I can
The
admit,
formula.
yeah, I'm very over their formula to the point where like even this game that everybody says is the best one. Like, don't get me wrong, I was having fun.
I think
with
you're
it.
used to the formula.
I'm just
So now you know what to point out in it.
Yeah, I'm just very like burnt on the Bethesda thing.
That was
like at this point I'm more
their
likely
prime.
I'm more likely to go back to OG Fallouts like 1 and 2 before I would play any of the Bethesda ones.
Like 3 in New Vegas, that was prime.
Yeah, like I bounced off 3 real hard. I was just like, oh god, no. I was like, this is not Fallout. This is Bethesda with a Fallout coat of paint. Like, I couldn't help it. I was just like, I don't know. But I don't get me
like
wrong.
as far as that design worked, that was when people weren't tired of it. You know what I mean? Like,
I played New Vegas. I would say I put about 10 hours into it. I was enjoying it. I'm not saying that I wasn't enjoying it. I was actually, but I also wasn't compelled to see it through. You know what I mean? Like I was like,
yeah.
I was like, you know, I was like, oh look, this thing, this Bethesda thing. I was like, all right. Whereas like with Cyberpunk, I'm getting upwards of 50 hours into the game, and I'm like barely through the first part of the story.
With all of that in mind, I don't think Bethesda's the worst offender with formulaic open world games.
Who's worse?
Ubisoft.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Ubisoft is the worst one by far.
I wasn't even gonna factor them in because I don't consider Ubisoft a heavyweight like that. Like, yeah, a lot of people buy.
They're not a heavyweight, but they make a lot of open world games that use the same formula.
Yeah, well, Bethesda at least has a formula that's worthy of repeating. You know what I mean? Like,
They have unique IPs.
Yeah, Ubisoft doesn't actually. I think you could just change the skins of their games, and you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even notice. You know, if you just swap the skin from one game with a skin from another and just handed it out, you'd be like, oh. Notice anything different?
Like,
You'd
the
be like,
same
no.
game design carries across so many Ubisoft games. It's disgusting.
Magical Punch. Let's go. I tried to play that one. Was that Ubisoft? The one that was like Breath of the Wild, but it was like.
Did they do Horizon? No,
No.
they didn't do Horizon.
What the hell? Hold on. What's the name out? I got it right here on the shelf. What's the name of this fucking game? It is Ubisoft. Yeah. Right? Yeah, this one. Immortals. Phoenix Rising. You know this one?
Yeah.
I tried. I shit for real cheap. And I was like, yo, this got like Breath of the Wild vibes, and it's got like you know, the Greek gods and shit, and looks kind of like a Disney movie. I was like, I could see this absolutely scratching an itch for me, because at the time I was wanting more of that like open Breath of the Wild type of thing. So I was like, yo, I got it for dirt cheap. I was like, yo, let me try this game out. Dude, like, I don't even think I played it for 5 hours. Like, I was like, oh my God, it's so, like,
Yeah.
and mind you, like, I love me like a Banjo-Kazooie or a Mario 64, like what I call checklist games, or Mario Odyssey if you want to go in more recent times. I love it. I love a checklist game. Drop me on a map, you know, or Lego Star Wars. Like, I'm playing the complete Lego Star Wars right now, the most recent one that came out, Skywalker Saga. I'm having a great time. I love that type of game where it's like, drop me in a big map with a checklist and say, go figure it out. Cool. I could get into that. But it's just, there's something about the Ubisoft formula where, like, even when you're trying to get into it, you can't help but see through it. It's like, this could be anything. There's nothing to this, you know? But
Like, as far as like game design goes, what is now that this one is more open world now, right?
Mhm.
What is the fundamental difference between games like Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, and The Crew, and Far Cry?
I don't have a lot
What
of...
is the fundamental difference?
I would say Far Cry is perspective, right?
Like first person?
Yeah. Like, I would say for me, Far Cry is the best of the bunch out of everything you just mentioned.
And even that's hit or miss.
Yeah. But that's that comes down to perspective, I guess. You have a little more tolerance. I guess I have a little more tolerance for it in first person. I liked Watch Dogs okay when I was playing it, but it didn't hold me. There was nothing about it that made me go, I have to finish this game. I just played it for a few hours and then put it down. What was the other one you mentioned?
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed, I could tell you the number one problem with Assassin's Creed, real easy. Mission variety.
Mm-hmm.
Assassin's Creed is like...
That's something that all of those series suffer with.
Assassin's Creed, it feels really liberating when you start playing it, and then once you're in the second map, like literally as soon as you go from one location to a different location, and you realize the checklist that you just did, you have to do now the same checklist again in a different place, and there's literally nothing different. Like, you're just tangentially waiting for more story shit to happen. That's the minute, like, for me, that's when the allure disappeared completely, and I was like, I don't like this. It went from, oh, I think I'm feeling this, to I don't like this at all.
Yeah.
I will say that I liked Assassin's Creed 2, though. That I thought was a good game. That's really the only.
2 was good.
That's the only one in the series that I checked out that held me, and I haven't. To be fair, too, I haven't.
4 was okay.
I haven't checked out an Assassin's Creed game in like probably 10 years. I don't know what number they're up to. I don't know how many they've done. It lost me. I know they did one with pirates that I thought about checking out for a second, because I was like,
That was 4.
because I want a great pirate game real bad. Like, that's one of those things that I've wanted my whole life. A game that's got like pirate vibes that like is good. You know, I even bought fucking Elder Scrolls Redguard when that came out back in the day, because I was like, oh word, Elder Scrolls Pirates, let's go, I'm in. And that shit was dookie. Like, I bought fucking Pirates of the Caribbean for the Nintendo Wii. That's how much I'm trying to find a pirate game.
Damn.
Yep.
I mean, there's gotta be one pirate game out there, right?
No, like, what's a good pirate game?
Like, are you talking like open world pirate game?
Yeah, like, you know, like, I want to be on the seas being a pirate.
I could think of pirate themed games
Like,
that worked out,
for example,
but not open world.
For example, right now I'm playing No Man's Sky, right? In No Man's Sky, I am a Han Solo-esque smuggler of goods. I take illegal goods and I fly them through space that I should not be in, and I have forged papers that I use to get by checkpoints. And when all else fails, I get into shootouts with robots trying to get back my stolen goods, and I deliver them to where they gotta go, and I make my money. And that's how I'm playing No Man's Sky, and I'm having a great time. I'm a scoundrel, and I'm enjoying myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to do that. I want to do hood rat shit with my pirate friends. Like, that's what I want to do. And I ain't trying to hear Sea of Thieves. You got another answer for me that is not Sea of Thieves, because that ain't doing it.
Open world pirate games? Nah.
And here's the thing, it should be a layup. You would think that that's an automatic, right?
Yeah.
Like open world pirates. Yeah, okay, that makes perfect sense. Let's do it. Put it out. That's why I'm kind of...
One of my favorite games of all time has a pirate theme around it, but it's not open world.
What game is that?
That is Donkey Kong Country 2.
Oh. I'm a tropical freeze man myself.
I've heard a lot of good things about Tropical Freeze.
I really like that game. Okay, all right, okay. But I'm also I should also let it be known that I'm also a Wii U man. I'm one of the 10 people that owned and loved a Wii U.
I get it. I mean, they eventually put that on the Switch. You know, I get it.
Yo, the Wii U's an underrated system. I'll go to my grave on that one.
C tier.
It's underrated. It's mad underrated. So many good games on the Wii U. It never found its audience.
Activating
I
combat
think you
mode.
could make a case about that by starting it with, why the fuck did they call it the Wii U?
Oh, that's what I always said. I was like, you know how many people till this day when I bring up the Wii U go, oh, that was an expansion for the Wii, right? I'm like, no, not at all. It's actually the first HD Nintendo console, but you keep thinking that though.
Mm-hmm.
It literally has nothing. Oh, has nothing to do with the Wii at all. Why would you? Like, how did you not know in whatever 2010, whatever year that shit came out? How did you not know that the Wii brand was dead? Like, it's like NWO. Like it's like being 1999 and being like, maybe we should rebrand WCW NWO. It's like, bro, that shit is over, B. What are you talking about? Nobody cares.
Really, they should have killed it in '97, but
right in
I
90.
digress.
But that's what I'm saying. In '97, okay, that makes sense. It's like, all right, NWO was hot. Let's rebrand the whole shit.
It should have died with Sting.
Okay, but by '99, you're not calling it NWO. Like, same thing with the Wii U. It's like, bro, nobody in 2010 was bumping the Nintendo Wii, being like, this is the system right here. This is what revolutionized video gaming. The Nintendo Wii. That Sonic game where I had to go like this with the fucking remote. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, we like that. Maple leaves reborn. Yeah, let's go. That shit was garbage. Like,
The hardcore Nintendo fans were still gonna back up the Wii.
don't get me wrong.
You still had a lot of great games on it.
I was gonna say, don't get me wrong. I loved my Nintendo Wii. It was great. I have many fond memories. Unfortunately,
That shit had Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 on it.
the gimmicky nature of the way the controller ended up being received means that people forget all the cool ways that motion control was used. Like the WarioWare smooth moves, that shit was great. Like there was so many games that used the motion controls very well. Wii Bowling was sick. Like there was lots of games that like made good use of the Wii motion. The problem was a lot of people just made games and they went, you know what? We're going to take this action that you could do by pressing a button, which is very precise, 99.9% accuracy. You press the button, the thing happens. And we're going to move this action to the waggle, which is now 60% precise. So now 40% of the time, this basic function that you need for the game is not going to work. Wow, Steve.
It did jumpstart
What?
a trend at that time where every major console manufacturer was trying to make a motion control peripheral.
Yo, Steve just hit me with a
Xbox had the
picture.
Kinect.
Steve just hit me with a picture from the Wayback Machine. What the fuck? Woo!
Oh my god.
I am a young man in this picture. Holy shit! All right, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Wow, holy shit! The
Those
OG
major
Command
consoles,
Center.
they all tried to make their own peripherals like the Wii, and they failed miserably.
Yeah, and the funny thing was
The
that
Kinect, rat ass. PlayStation Move, rat ass.
and the funny thing was because neither company learned anything from the missteps that Nintendo made. Like they tried to
They learned not to do it again.
Well,
But that's it.
Yeah, but I'm saying when they tried, they didn't learn.
Yeah.
Like they didn't learn the lessons. Like don't appeal to casuals because casuals are not sticking with you. Like you got to make something cool with the periphery. Like I think the Kinect specifically could have worked because the fact that you're removing the controller altogether, and like it could have been like VR without a headset. You know what I mean? It could have worked.
It could have.
But then they made like
I don't know if the technology was all the way there to make it work like that.
But then they hit us instead with the I'm Han Solo, solo.
And then they hit us with everybody's favorite sports game of all time, Hulk Hogan's main event.
Woo, yo, let's do a complete playthrough of Hulk Hogan's main event.
Man, I'm just trying to play a good game every week.
Nah, B.
The trauma of Saints Row, man, like that.
Yo, what's up with this fight?
I could play fucking Superman 64 on because I know it won't personally attack me. It'll be a fucking abomination to all mankind. But at least I know what I'm getting into. I know what I signed up for.
I'm gonna send this picture of young Dan to get Misha all thirstied up. Let's go.
Oh shit.
Here we go. Yeah, look. I'll let y'all know what she says back. She gonna say some vile shit. She gonna be like, I eat his whole asshole. She gonna say some shit like that. Yo, what the fuck?
Yo, shout out to the assholes.
Oh, the
Never
assholes.
forget.
We don't forget the ass. Oh god damn it! What is this fight? What is this? I'm running from this fight. I'm running away. That's it. Fuck this. No! Stop cornering me! I'm rolling. No! It finally caught up to me. I was waiting when my like glass cannon build was gonna catch up to me. This fight. Let me out. Let me escape. Woo! Clean. Nice. And I ran in the right direction. Let's go, boys. Stevie, what you doing? Get in here, Baba. Let's have a party.
Yeah, what is Stevie doing?
All right. Yo, fuck this enemy. All right. That's it. Enough.
I saw my man Stevie in the Dolomites chat earlier today for the Rare Loto stream. Coming back with a singular episode of Pokemon Fire Red
Nice.
from an undisclosed location.
Let me out. Yo, the boss better not be one of these red dogs. All right, let's go. No red dogs. Let's go. After this fight, I gotta tighten up my beverage.
Oh.
Bringing out the big guns.
Ooh, I like the word ephemera.
Good luck.
Thanks.
It's a good word. Let's go. Critical attacks, B. Hitting for 2,300 damage. Let's go.
So you said next year that's gonna be like your big getting around to games that you never really got to and tying up loose ends
Yeah.
kind of year.
Yeah.
Like, what are the biggest priority games for that year that you're willing to spill the beans on?
Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of them are not jumping into my head right now, but I had a whole list that I thought of. But I know I'm gonna do God of War 2018. I know I'm gonna do The Witcher 3.
Mm-hmm.
And oh wow, she actually sent a very wholesome "What a cutie pie." Oh wow, I was expecting it to be gross, and instead she went sweet. See that? See that? Yeah, I don't know.
Very surprising.
Oh,
That's the guy I'm playing Dark Souls 2 with.
the senior sing program is getting thrown out. Rest in peace, Dickie Kent. Oh shit. Yeah, I think he held on to that long enough, Steve. We ain't been 18 in a very long time.
You were hoping it was gross. It's true.
I was expecting gross. She went sweet. It gives you a certain type of feeling when somebody does that. There's more that I just did not in my head right now, but like it's all things that I literally the whole year is just gonna be me playing games that I've been meaning to play forever that I never got around to. So they could be new games, they could be old games. As long as I never played it or played it for like only like a cursory amount. If I like put it in once and played it for an hour, that can still count in this setup. But like,
Oh,
yeah,
I think that's completely fair.
yeah. As long as as long as I haven't played like a percentage of the game, it still counts for this type of thing. But that's gonna be my focus.
It's gotta be below the 20% range.
Yeah, exactly. So games that I've been meaning to get to and finish that I never really got. But I specifically want to lean more on games that I haven't played at all or very little than necessarily games that I did a chunk and then didn't finish. So it's more about like getting into stuff I've been meaning to play but never got around to. So like Disco Elysium is on that list. I played that for a couple of hours and was like, okay, this is cool, but I never went back to it. There's lots of stuff. There's lots of stuff. Arkham Knight, the third Arkham game, never played that. Been meaning to play it, never played it. You know. So there's tons. And in the process of coming up with games, I'm sure there'll be more. Dante's Inferno, you mentioned before. I definitely want to play that. Same thing with Splatterhouse for the 360. Want to play that.
Ooh.
Yeah. There'll be tons of games. Let me tighten up my beverage. Tavy, entertain the people.
Entertain the people. Oh man, this is gonna be well, this is just a bigger crime against humanity than Superman 64. It appears that y'all are stuck with me for the next 2 minutes. So I guess I'll start off by asking how everybody's day is. Because, sometimes you just need to have that nice mano-a-mano talk, Was everybody hoping for Misha's response to be gross? Because honestly, the best moments are the ones that are absolutely unhinged. Tape a WCW boys stable. Go. Okay. Hoovy, Alex Wright, Disco Inferno, and oh, I need a tag team here. Fucking, I want to say Vicious and Delicious, which was Buff Bagwell and Scott Norton. That's the boys stable. Buff Bagwell might be a bit too high profile, but I don't think he's really respected.
Ooh, WCW
Which puts
boy stable.
Which puts him in boy contention.
All right, so for me, bottom boy Billy Kidman. La Parka gotta be on there.
They've both won tag titles, so I need a ruling.
Tag belts is fine. As long you can be in a boy stable as long as you haven't won a world championship. There's popularity matrices that we have to discuss in terms of like
I think popularity is the thing that it hinges on.
Like
Because
Jake
I was
Jake the
arguing-
Snake Roberts can't be a boy. You know what I'm saying?
He's respected.
Yeah.
That's why I was
Buff
arguing
Bagwell
for Buff
could definitely
Bagwell.
be a boy. No. Buff could absolutely be a boy. I think so. Because the American males can be a boy stable tag team for sure.
I argued for the tag team he had with Scott Norton instead.
If you can't put them in as a tag team, wait. If you put them in as a tag team, they can't have been a tag team. Buff is the. I understand that Buff is the stuff, and I'm not saying that Buff wasn't over, but
I don't
Buff,
think they've won tag titles together.
but Buff is
Buff
a
and
boy.
Scott?
But Buff is a boy. Like the same way. Like, look, there are levels to this shit. The same way we all understand that even though he has been a world champion, which breaks the #1 rule of boy stable eligibility, somehow we all know that Jinder Mahal is a boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so sometimes it's just like, what does your gut say? You know? Yeah, like La Parka is a boy. He's in my WCW stable for sure. So is LWO Eddie Guerrero. Specifically, LWO Eddie Guerrero. Get him in there
Activating combat mode.
with the fanny pack. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably taking Van Hammer. I'll take Van Hammer in my WCW boy stable. You know?
If I'm allowed to do honorable mentions, I'm gonna throw fucking Glacier in there.
Oh, Glacier is an excellent choice.
Activating combat mode.
Where are you, Steve? Get in here with us. Because now I want to know who you got.
Conflict resolved.
Can I take Vampiro? Can Vampiro be my bottom boy?
Absolutely.
Activating combat mode.
I think Vampiro is absolutely a boy.
Conflict resolved.
He's a boy who thinks he's a main event. Chronic gotta be the tag team. Yo, Chronic. Oh God, Chronic.
Activating
Chronic gotta be the tag team. Oh my god.
conflict resolved.
You know what? He might have a point because both of those dudes in Chronic have more than one boy gimmick.
That's true. And Kona Crush is absolutely in my boy stable.
Adam Bomb is boy stable worthy. Wrath is boy stable worthy.
Oof. Oof.
Activating combat
I'm getting
mode.
sweaty thinking about it.
Conflict resolved.
The Demon Dale Torborg? Let's go.
Activating combat
The
mode.
Kiss Demon?
But are you taking Kiss Demon Dale Torborg over like race car suit Del Toro board? Like, I don't know, man.
Conflict resolved.
I'd take fucking race car Bob Holly over
Yo, Bob
bleach
Sparkplug.
blonde hardcore Holly.
Bob Sparkplug Holly though. Bob
Sparkplug.
Sparkplug Holly. But here's the thing. Okay, but hold on. Are you taking Bob Sparkplug Holly, or are you taking Day One is H Sparky Plug?
I think when push comes to shove,
when push comes to suck.
When push comes to suck, we picking Crash Holly anyways. Oh, that's getting clipped.
Ooh. When push
Oh,
comes
man.
to suck. Yo, your mind was like, it's time to tell the truth.
Oh, fuck.
We've made some hyperbolic statements along the way. Let's just tell the truth.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
When push comes to suck. Oh god.
Every now and then, you get a verbal vin creeping in.
Yeah, we're all capable.
No
of-
one's immune.
no one's immune to vinning.
But fuck, that one was bad.
It was honest, is what it was.
Resolved.
In that moment, push came
Push
to
comes
suck.
suck.
May we all get a Dale Tour board for Christmas this year, you know?
Activating combat mode.
I'm gonna cry tears of joy if that starts incorporating into people's vernacular. For no reason.
Oh!
I've read
Conflict
the-
resolved.
I'm not reading that out loud. One man of principle.
Activating combat mode.
Look, if we're really having this conversation, we know the answer is Molly Holly's dumper, all right? Let's just be
Oh,
honest.
absolutely.
Let's just be honest about the situation. The true winner.
Activating combat mode.
1000%.
Conflict
It was a different time.
Did she have a feud because with Trish over fat asses?
That did happen, yes.
And then AEW ran it back with Ty Conti?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah.
But it wasn't even like purely based off of like asses and all that. It was about her and Britt Baker ass size on their fucking wrestling figures.
Oh my god, for real? Woof.
Yeah.
That sounds like a stinker.
They started beefing because Ty said that Britt's figure
resolved.
had a flat ass.
Woo. Boy, am I glad I don't watch that weekly.
I'm just glad that they didn't stick with that.
Booker T Edge shampoo, it ain't.
When push comes to suck.
Shout outs if you remember shampoo. To all my
Shampoo.
to all my shampoo heads.
Shampoo. Oh, we gotta put it in the build.
that time Edge and Booker T had a feud over who got to do the shampoo commercial for shampoo. Oh my god.
Oh, we got a classic Steve Redeem.
Yeah, I'm having trouble getting it in. Pause. Sometimes it's the worst. All right, Steve, I'm gonna need a new source on that. This one's not playing nice with OBS for some reason.
Was it MP4?
I don't know. No, it's a GIF. It's just sometimes they don't work. All right, let me see if I can download it. Maybe I can download it. Hold on. Maybe it'll let me.
Yeah, usually it works if you download it. Were you just trying to copy and paste the image?
I just drag and drop it to the desktop, and that's usually fine. But sometimes it chooses not to work.
Yeah, it's real weird with that.
Yeah. See, so I don't know. I don't know why that is.
You know, when push comes to suck, sometimes you just have to download it.
I'm trying. I'm trying to download it. Let me.
Oh, what the fuck was the other one I had
Push
that was?
Comes to suck.
I could have sworn there was like another one that I did where I botched it that hard.
Oh, God damn it. Hold on. Stop it.
Because that's not the first time I verbal vinned.
Well, I mean, whomst amongst us hasn't verbal vinned a time or two? My favorite is when you go for a word and you stumble, and then you stumble over the stumble, and then you stumble over the stumble of the stumble, and you're like 6 stumbles deep, and you're like, well, I can't stop now. I have to keep going until I get it right.
I feel that.
And then your brain just breaks to the point where you just go like, fuck! And now this ain't working either. Yo, what the fuck? All right, hold on. I got this. I'll get a Dale Torborg. Let's go. Dale Torborg GIF. There can't be that many people searching this right now. You got to figure access to the Dale Torborg GIFs have to be strong. Here we go. That's not a GIF. That's a still image. Come on now. Yeah, there you go. That's lovely. That's basically what Steve had before. Oh, that's the same exact.
All right. I think all of us here are in unison about this. As far as wrestling goes this year, the worst signing of the year is 100% Jeff Hardy.
Oh my God, I forgot that he even was involved in wrestling.
It's gotta be Jeff, right?
I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Who's worse?
I totally and completely forgot that he was even involved with wrestling.
He was in AEW.
Jesus Christ.
And then he had that DUI.
Who?
And it killed the momentum of him and Matt.
Wow.
The nostalgia run lived and died with Jeff.
Here, we're gonna have to go to still image. There we go. Get him in there.
Who? Oops.
Jeff Hardy, my God. That dude needs to understand life has its blessings. That man gets to go on tour. He cannot sing. He cannot play guitar. He has no talent in the field of music. And he literally can go on. He's so famous that he can tour and do like horrible renditions of his own theme song. He covers his own theme song in front of people and sings it badly and makes money doing this.
That's some carny shit right there.
And this man is like, can't get it together. Bro, stop. Just count you got a woman, you got kids, you got acres of land, and the ability to tour with no talent. Enjoy, bro. Enjoy your motherfucking life. Like, stop. At some point, you have to recognize when you've won the game. Stop trying to win if you already won.
Activating combat mode.
What other signings this year were pretty bad?
Conflict resolved.
I can't even think of one person in wrestling, let alone someone who signed this year.
Activating
I don't know, maybe
combat mode.
Steve has options
I would
in the chat.
If I'm thinking about the regret pile, I'll probably say Miro is pretty high up there in the regret pile. He's probably not feeling too good.
Combat
Also, stop with the motocross. You're 60.
That is probably one of my favorite lines I've ever heard from Steve. You're 60.
Cuidado, papi. Cuidado. It's over. It's over. Don't do it. You don't need to do that. Bro, you got nothing to... At least have the sense to be like fucking Tony Hawk and make a documentary about it. Be like, I'm an old man still on my skateboard. Watch my documentary. You know, like give it purpose. Oh, a new shop. Let's go.
If you could do a kickflip every once in a while, I'll be happy. But I do not want to see you trying to bust out another fucking 900.
So funny, dude.
Your time is up, Tony.
Activating combat mode.
You had a good run. I liked a lot of your games. But your time is up.
Don't you think it's about time you use that? Oh yeah!
Conflict resolved.
No one cares.
No one cares. Oh man.
Well, it's always been a weird, fascinating thing, specifically with Jeff Hardy, right? Because, like, at least Matt Hardy went on to define his, like, personal thing by being, like, a weirdo, creative dude, right? Like, he came up with these off-the-wall gimmicks. He, like, Matt Hardy basically, over and over again, reinvented himself, but it was always the same kind of reinvention. It was, I'm a wrestling guy, you know? And everybody respected him for it, because it was like, oh, that's Matt Hardy, wrestling survivor, you know? We'll find a way to just keep popping up, being somewhat relevant, you know, he'll just keep finding a way to, like, keep existing as Matt Hardy, the wrestling man, the wrestling character. But, like, Jeff is a weirder case, because Jeff is entirely predicated on being cool. But the thing that he did that was cool was only cool for a very brief window a very long time ago.
Zootroid brain.
So Jeff's thing is like purely based in nostalgia, because he's not the athlete that he once was, and he's definitely not cool anymore. Like, there's nothing about what Jeff Hardy's doing that's cool.
Like, bro, you're 45 wearing fucking carpenter pants. Stop.
My man's 50, bro. My man
with the fucking cut up armbands and shit. Stop.
Like, yeah, that's what like the whole like
the studded belts from like 2005. Stop.
The whole shit is, that's what I'm saying. His whole shit is tired. Like his premise was sweaty. His premise was sweaty 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? He's like,
he's not 45.
Like his milk.
Oh, he certainly doesn't move like 45.
His milk has become cheese. You know what I'm saying? And like, but yet because he's Jeff Hardy, because he got the Swanton Bomb, which at this point is just like Jeff Swanton Bomb looking more and more like the Sandman's every day. Like. It's a tumble sauce off the top rope. Like,
it's not even like endearingly bad like the Sandman's either.
My man's doing a tumble sauce. Whoop! Like, but as long as he got that, somebody will pay him to show up and do it. Like, it's just
a less charismatic Mick Foley. A less charismatic Sabu.
Damn, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna give Jeff Hardy more charisma than Sabu.
Sabu?
Sabu, yeah, who I will only refer to as Sabu. You're that Sabu guy. If you haven't seen the backstage promo with Vince McMahon and Sabu, do yourself a favor right now. You know what? Stop watching
WWE
this.
Sabu was not a good time.
Sabu, yo.
Sabu.
Sabu.
Sabu got the fucking wherewithal to not cut promos though. He's not gonna try and fucking desecrate himself with that. He'll stick to the point to the sky and he'll fucking kill himself in the ring. He knows his limit. Unlike Jeff.
If I was listing like most overrated wrestlers of all time, like if I was making a list, Sabu might be number one. He might be the most overrated
Sabu
wrestler
number
ever.
one?
Yeah.
Nah.
That dude's got nothing, bro. That guy's a zero.
There's definitely more overrated wrestlers out there than Sabu.
Well, just for argument's sake, what does Sabu bring to the table? What does he do?
What do you mean, what does he do?
What does he do? He botches. That his claim to fame is that he botches. His claim to fame is that he tries things and misses. I'll do that for 1/3 the price, B. Let's go. Everything.
What's the fucking appeal of Shane McMahon then?
Yeah, but
He tries and he botches.
Yeah, but Shane McMahon at least isn't a wrestler, so he's got that to lean on. It's like, wow, he's pretty good for a civilian.
You're saying that as if Shane didn't have fucking wins over Big Show.
The fact that the first person you compared him to was Shane McMahon literally proves my point. You compared him to a civilian, a non-wrestler.
A non-wrestler that beat Big Show and Shawn Michaels.
Who hasn't beat? I beat the Big Show.
Pushed AJ Styles to his limit.
In fact, I would say Shane McMahon, more complete professional wrestler than Sabu. Look, yeah, he's the boss's son and can talk. Exactly. More complete professional wrestler than Sabu.
Sabu.
Like, I'm asking you to really assess this for a second, say, if you're gonna come around to my thinking here, I know that you will. All this really is that you haven't thought about it for a while. That's all. You just haven't thought about it.
You know what? I think you got a point.
That's all I'm saying. If you really think about it.
Sabu is boy contention. I'll go that far.
Exactly. If you really think about it, he belongs in the stable. Like,
I'm just saying I'd rather deal with Sabu than Jeff Hardy.
Sabu. Oh.
Sabumafu. Man, invoke the fucking Sabumafu.
Oh, God. Sabu. You're that homicidal Sabu guy. You got it.
Neither is the choice. Well, if you're gonna pick one. You'd rather deal with whoever would drive them to the venue.
So, Disco Inferno it is. Let's go.
Bill Alfonso it is.
Gifted Glenn Gilberti. Let's go.
Oh, God. Wait, was that what they called him in TNA?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Gifted Glenn Gilberti.
Disco Inferno was boyish as fuck, but the last thing I would ever call Glenn Gilberti is gifted.
Disco fever. Yeah.
My man lived and died off the theme song.
Sabu, boys. He once jumped off
The
the
most-
raw sign, though.
Combat mode.
Yeah, but didn't he miss?
Sabu. If you take nothing away from this episode, just know that we ended Sabu's whole career. That's all you need to know. And the funny thing is, it didn't even take much to turn tape around. All you had to do was ponder it for a second. He was like, actually, you know what, though? I'm kind of seeing it.
Yeah.
Now that we're really breaking it down and talking about it, I'm like, yeah, Sabu.
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on.
Yeah, I really had to think of that.
Yo, whom is over, bro? I don't even want to hear it. Whomst? I love that shit.
He isn't even the best of his own family.
Yeah, remember that
I
time?
don't think anybody was going that far, but I feel that.
Oh my god. But at least remember that time OG Shiki, remember that time his uncle went into business for himself on WCW television and just threw a fireball in a guy's eyes completely unscripted? That's cool.
Wait, what?
Yo, the match is over. He just straight up lights the fucking gimmick fireball and like throws it in the dude's face, and my man has to like doesn't know what to do because that shit wasn't at all in the plan. Then he has to decide, like, do I sell it? Do I act like it missed? What do I do right now? And there's just this moment where the show just stops because the dude's looking at him like, what did you do? Why are you throwing fireballs at me? And Shiki's like, I gotta get my shit in, bro.
He got his shit in.
Unscripted fireballs. Oh, I love it. Sometimes I love wrestling so much. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's so
I get to
stupid.
I get to live today down with one thing. One thing for sure. I did not have as bad of a take as Trad did about Tyrus being a potential draw to NWA.
What?
Oh, there are so many fucking layers to that.
Excuse me?
Trad was trying to argue that fucking Brodus Clay, of all people, is gonna draw people into NWA because he appears on Fox News.
What?
Exactly.
I gotta be honest, I haven't watched.
Oops.
I haven't watched since the untimely death of the question mark, bro. It's been a long time since I watched.
NWA hasn't been a draw for like 30 years.
Not since the passing of the question mark have I watched NWA. Tyrus? What?
Tyrus.
I didn't even watch it. They put the belt on Bernard, and I didn't watch, bro. My boy, fucking, literally my boy.
No, that's a good point. I didn't fucking watch. Even though they put the title on Bernard.
They put the title on my boy.
I saw fucking 2 matches
and I couldn't be bothered.
with 10 pounds of gold Bernard, and they were both through Catalyst Wrestling and not NWA directly.
Combat mode.
They had Bernard and Lord Corgon. And I still didn't fucking watch.
Come on with this stop bullshit. I hate stop. Fuck. Oh my god. Y'all making me laugh today. Bernard, Sabu.
I fucking booked him and called his matches while he was champ, and I didn't watch it. WA.
Well, there it is, boys.
Activating combat mode.
If you ever needed the full indictment, there it is. Oh, this stop bullshit! I hate this! Stop! Stop it!
Conflict resolved.
Oh my god. Oh, that shit is funny.
He booked Bernard and still didn't watch it.
Activating combat mode.
No! 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 I need an item that prevents stop. I gotta do it. I gotta sacrifice a spot for something that prevents stop.
You gotta use Lloyd's talisman.
Conflict resolved.
I finally have prevention for death, but now I need prevention for stop as well.
Oh man, my fucking sides hurt from that.
It's just funny how quickly like we turn the nozzle on the fucking on the roast gun. It's like 1 minute we were just putting Sabu in the ground, and then it just turns its attention to Bernard, and then it's like now Bernard is in the ground. Holy shit!
We have been on the roast gun all stream. We dedicated probably a whole hour to Saints Row getting roasted.
Oh man!
And then we turned the gun to Sabu. And then we turned the gun to poor Bernard.
Yeah, well, you know, Bernard's a good sport. Bernard, he knows. Bernard knows what's up. he's always down to accept the roast.
He's at least aware of our existence.
I mean, we put him over. Lest we forget, we put him over. We're the reason that man's a world's champion.
It's true.
I don't want to hear it. We
We were hoping that with him becoming world champion, it would double the viewership of NWA.
we have
By
like
taking it from 6 to 12 people.
we have like timestamps on just how much we were putting him over before anybody else. We got receipts.
He got the lawnmower entrance.
Yes, he did.
Conflict resolved.
We put him on a riding lawnmower. Oh, that's great. It's true. We elevated him before he elevated himself.
Activating
Oh
combat
man,
mode.
didn't he have like a fucking weird gimmick in WWE right before he got fired? Where he was like trying to be like a country singer?
Oh God, I don't remember that at all. Did they just stop me twice in a row? Yo, fuck these dudes.
I gotta look this up. I feel like I'm like about to unlock a core memory in my brain.
He saw our beliefment, and so he had to achievement. That's exactly what had happened. You got it. I'm gonna eat some more of this chocolate with almonds. I got chocolate with almonds and a vodka cranberry. Let's go. All I need is some sort of like buttered noodle, and I'll be farting till 4 a.m. Let's do it.
Oh, he totally had a fucking singing gimmick. Oh my god.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, they can still freeze me.
Bernard had a singing gimmick!
Was he
They
good?
were
though?
trying-
Was he good? That's my question.
Was he a good singer?
Could he carry a tune?
I will let you be the judge of this. He was trying to be a babyface country singer,
Babyface. Oh no.
and then they fired him.
Sounds about right.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
You gotta respect Trevor Murdoch's commitment to forever looking 45.
Dude, him and Arn Anderson should have been a tag team.
Well, they got Brock Anderson, right?
Them old dudes, like
Brock Anderson looks exactly like his dad, Arn. Which means he looks 45.
okay, wait. If I equip both of these, they're gonna even each other out. You see? Look. This is HP Attack and Vit, and this is MP Magic and Spirit. Oh, that AP.
I think the top
Oh,
priority
no.
needs to be Arn.
They both decrease AP though. Can't have that. AP is too important. You know, I feel like thank you for saying that, Steve, because I feel like that's the thing about Arn Anderson that I feel gets talked about the least is
Yeah,
that
charisma.
that motherfucker could cut a promo, dude. Like, stop acting like my man couldn't cut a promo, because he could cut a fucking promo. Like, he would get you Karen. 100% AP. Fuck. Oh, but it's only gonna take it to 999 if I don't break it. I see.
Weren't we talking about like biggest regret signings of the year too? And we got completely sidetracked.
Well, we made it back to Sabu. Biggest regret, Sabu.
Well, this year?
You remember when him and RVD got busted? He's like, "Yeah, I'm the world champion." And the cop's like, "Oh yeah, that's nice." You could just like,
Oh man, Arn.
you can feel it in the exchange that like Rob knows it ain't, RVD knows it ain't gonna matter, and the cop's like, "Oh yeah, you're world champ, so yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you getting booked, homie? You booked tonight." I love Arn. If there was a high level equivalent to
His friend Sabu
and his friend Sabu. Thank you very much. If there was
points to the sky,
yeah, if there was a
or
high,
in that case, the roof of the car.
if there was a high level equivalent to the boy stable where you were literally like picking legends, you know, I would have Arn Anderson on any like stable or team or roster that I would put together. I think Arn Anderson is like
Activating combat
everything you
mode.
want in a pro wrestler. He's a perfect number 2. He's not the number 1 because he's balding and not handsome, but he's a perfect number 2. his friend Sabu. Please step out of the video. It's like, I told you not to talk, Sabu.
I told you not to talk.
How many times I gotta tell you to let me do the talking? Cuzzo stable. I love it. I love it. Yeah, exactly.
Puzzle stable
Exactly.
is like the high class boy stable.
I love it. I love it. Right? Like, give me art.
Not quite world champions, but not quite boy.
Yeah. So right, like for me, I'm like, give me Arn Anderson. Give me Mr.
Jake.
Give me Mr. Perfect. Give me
Jake Roberts.
You know? There's certain guys that I'm like, yeah, dude.
Owen Hart.
Oh, Owen's an incredible choice. Oh, you know, and Owen is so good as a professional wrestler that he even has like iterations of himself that you could even deem boyward. That's how good he is. He's everything from could have been a world champion to like boy stable.
Blue Blazer.
Activating
boy
combat
gimmick.
mode.
I'm gonna run away from this fight.
Mr. Perfect, Scott Hall. Scott Hall's an excellent pick for that.
Activating combat mode.
Scott, yo, if you were making a list of like people who were never the world champ that should have been the world champ, I feel like he's one of the guys, man. He should have been. Especially you think about that era specifically, that like new generation era. He was so AWA count? Nah, don't count. Nah, get out of here. He was so far and ahead of most of that
Activating
era,
combat mode.
you know, that like he should have been. He could have got that belt one time. And shit, Brett would have gladly done the favors. Anything not to put the belt on Sean, you know.
And then Razor drops the title to Sean.
Exactly. Let's go.
There you go. What's the verdict on Bob Backlund?
Love Bob Backlund.
Is he not a boy?
I
Because
have
he-
never eaten marijuana.
Because he has so much boy quality to him.
It's Bob Backlund.
And
is-
yet,
I think
and
Bob,
yet he was the world champion
Activating combat mode.
in WWE for 6 years.
Oh. Sorry, excuse me. Oh my god.
I can eat more marijuana than anybody in the world.
I think Bob Backlund is the perfect example of why the case-by-case situation exists. Because 90s Bob Backlund has to be boy stable eligible. Yeah.
What about 70s Bob
Yeah.
Backlund?
I think WCW Commissioner Bockwinkel has to be boy stable worthy. Absolutely.
Ooh.
Like at that point, I think it's just part of their accolades. You know what I'm saying? That they managed to also be boy stable worthy. Like I think, and call me crazy. You can tell me if you think I'm wrong on this. I think Dude Love is boy stable worthy.
No, that's definitely a boy stable gimmick. There's a level of seriousness that you could get out of Mankind and Cactus Jack. Dude Love, though, as a world champion?
He was a world champion.
Is this the end?
Cuzzo not boy. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah. Unfortunately, Dude Love did have a title belt. He was. Ugh.
He was not world champ as Dude Love, though.
Lord have mercy.
Conflict resolved.
Dude Love was over though. Dude Love. But you gotta give it up
That's true.
You gotta give it up to Dude Love though, because Dude Love was his like I'm 12 years old on the couch making up a wrestling character that he then got to do on TV. That would literally
Yeah,
be
that's the dream.
like that's like
That was the dream.
that's like El Cigarrillo, man, making it to the main roster. You know what I'm saying? That's you gotta respect that. If nothing else, you gotta respect it.
Is there any other good wrestlers for Cuzzo eligibility?
It's such a I love Amish Roadkill. Now that's a boy. Yeah. Then no arguing. Oh, no arguing that.
Terry Funk?
My man said Amish Roadkill.
No.
Oh, Terry Funk though. No, Terry Funk's Terry Funk's another weird case because he's both a legend and a boy.
Yuffie. Sounds like she's in trouble.
I'm gonna say it.
I think that's enough to put him in Cuzzo, right?
Terry
because
Funk?
he's capable of being legit and a boy.
Terry Funk, legend.
He went from being the fucking crazy old man in ECW doing backflips to win the title to goddamn fucking Chainsaw Charlie.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's Cuzzo material.
Terry Funk, legend. Chainsaw Charlie, boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, does that make him eligible for Cuzzo status? I don't know. Steve, we gotta have a ruling on this. Seeing as you brought this to the table, we need to get your Grand Vizier wisdom on this.
I think Cuzzo could work out where you have a clean mix
No one's denying his legend
of
status.
legend and boys.
You're right. No one. I mean, I'm certainly not. No one's denying that Terry Funk is a legend.
The legendary is too powerful for Terry.
Yeah, I could see that.
I could see that too.
He is a legend. There's no denying that he's a legend. That's that much is secure. I just feel like he's so special a case. Cause like think about it, WCW hardcore division Terry Funk is kind of a boy.
Yeah.
Like
he took the horse kick.
I'm saying, like we gotta give proper credit where it's done, you know? Like my man is like
He's done it all.
he's done it all, including be a boy. That's my whole point. I love Terry Funk. Terry Funk, again, like if we break out Extreme Warfare Revenge right now, I'm taking Terry Funk. Why? Because he's gonna pop the territory. Let's go.
Activating combat mode.
SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 GM mode. You know who I'm booking as world champ that whole year? Terry Funk.
Let's go, B. Terry Funk, push him to the moon. You can build a promotion around Terry Funk. Let's go. Oh man, I kind of want to get some fucking 2K GM mode going. It's such a I like, you know, I came around. I like it. It's not a GM mode at all. But what it is fun. It's like it's like you're playing it's like playing Pokemans. it's like you're playing a card. It's like you're playing a card game with your friends. You know?
I got a shipment of those Pokemon cards coming in.
Oh, Pokemon cards. Let's go. This misinformation, it's a gold mine.
It's a friggin' ace.
It's a freaking ace.
And then he beats Elvis to death with a hammer.
Activating combat mode.
We told you, Sal, no violence.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Jeff Jarrett could be a Cuzzo.
Activating combat
Out of
mode.
the way.
But I feel like at this point, Jarrett's on like he's got to be on like legend borderline though. Cause
Yeah.
how many eras does a man need to thrive in before you just give it to him? You know what I mean? Like Like at some point, he's like a longevity legend.
Yeah. If you're gonna jump into that 2K GM mode, you might as well just wait for the next game to drop.
You know, it's fun though.
He's never won the relevant big one. He won big gold in WCW.
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on.
Not during a good year, but it was still like the #2 world title.
Conflict resolved.
His ability to like, he's like a weed, you know, like his ability to keep popping up and keep being relevant and keep finding ways to like keep his name out there. Like, I don't know, man. I got love for Jarrett. I feel like he's,
Activating
you know,
combat mode.
Carney to the extreme.
Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode.
Oh, I just thought of another name for potential Cuzzo status. And I wanted to run this one by. Where do we stand on Mark Henry being Cuzzo status?
Oh, for sure.
He had his moment to be boy, and then he had world title runs.
Sexual chocolate, yes, absolutely.
You can do it, Zach.
See that? Because that's the thing. It's like, not everybody can be taken on a gimmick by gimmick basis, but some guys, I think it's fair to include their gimmick, you know? Like, because if it breaks the tie, so to speak, on their eligibility, like, if you like, imagine if you will, a quantum reality in which, like, Just Incredible managed to win one WWE World Championship, right?
Oof.
Right, like I said, alternate reality, you know, completely
Yeah.
alternate timeline where that happened, right? There's no way that even if that had happened, that you wouldn't consider Aldo Montoya, the Portuguese man of war, a boy.
Along
He would still be a boy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
here she is.
So sometimes it's like that.
Yippee time.
I'll take the crab juice.
So that screaming back there was fake? Well, I'm glad you're okay. By the way, kid, you might find stealing to be a lot easier if you didn't make such a grand entrance.
Why don't you worry about your own problems, dude?
All right, here's the real question though, since I brought it up.
Maybe you should save
Two men enter, one man leaves. Who do you choose? Just Incredible
Saving.
or Aldo Montoya, the Portuguese man of war?
Save. See that? You can be
Aldo
thoughtful
Montoya.
if you try.
It covers up the rat face.
Oh, you turned around too quick.
You thought you could steal my items, did you? While I was saving my progress?
Treasure quest failed.
Goodbye, UV.
I'm glad that we're all in unison over fucking Aldo over Just Incredible.
These monsters were pretty
Al,
tough.
Adobo La Toya.
Really wants to see me dead.
Adobo
Who's
La
the mastermind behind
Toya.
this?
Oh shit.
My man said Adobo La Toya, the Portuguese man of war. Oh, God. Adobo La Toya, the Portuguese man of war. Woof. Woof.
Is Jerry Lynn too boyish to be a Cuzzo?
Oh, that's another weird one. Where do you put Jerry Lynn in all this? I mean, like, Jerry Lynn is a boy. There's no denying that.
But he's like one of those legends like Jeff Jarrett where he's got the longevity.
Yeah, but he's got longevity, sure, but he's also never been
Like a talker.
He's never mattered anywhere. Yeah, he's right.
ECW. He mattered in ECW.
But that's my point. He's never mattered anywhere. That's my whole point. He's like
early TNA, he mattered.
He's the definition of a boy. You know? He's full tilt boy. Two more points on attack. I don't see what this is doing.
Everyone mattered in early TNA because someone had to set up the ring.
Jesus. The man is an assassin.
The man just murdered TNA.
Everyone mattered.
It took them 20 years, but we finally found somebody to kill TNA.
Whew, everyone mattered because someone had to set up the ring. That's pretty beautiful. Someone had to do it. Fucking A.
Isn't that crazy to think about, though? But in the case of Jerry Lynn, he was treated as equal to Rob Van Dam.
Yeah, he was.
And then ECW died.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I have to say anything after that. I think it just kind of speaks for itself. Why you gotta fucking depend on ECW guys still?
Fuck, man. But that's like, people are still doing that? Like, bro, no one even, like, what is ECW? Who?
Is there anybody from ECW that still wrestles okay now? Like, is there anyone?
Activating combat mode.
Like, when I was 13, I thought Jerry Lynn was cool. You know what I mean? Like, because he could do cool shit in the ring, and it was like, oh man, I can't wait to see this guy go to WWE. And then he goes to WWE, and then you go, oh right, he can't do anything else. Why would I think that this guy would succeed in WWE? He literally can't do anything else. All he can do is moves in the ring.
And then every now and then the fucking death metal voice.
Right, which nobody's going, oh, do that ooh, in the mic thing. Like, no, nobody wants to hear that.
Death metal.
Activating combat mode.
Matter of fact, the first time he did that on WWE television, his career was over.
Yeah, didn't he do that shit in like fucking WWF New York?
Yep.
To sell a pay-per-view?
That's exactly the one I'm thinking of.
Judgment Day.
It was like, and you're over. And by over, I mean done.
Rhino could still work, but he's built like a pardon garbage pail.
Well, Rhino was one of those dudes that you just like would look at him. He was always destined to be fat. Like, you know?
Yeah. Father Time comes for everybody.
Yeah. Father Time is undefeated, you know? Like, fucking Rhino and the lead singer of the County Crows can hang out together in the destined to be fat crew. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Time comes for us all, Orokusaki.
Is there anyone out there that's put out the strongest fight against Father Time?
No, real, no one wins.
Yeah, that's what I mean. No one wins, but who put up the biggest fight?
Keith Richards is like the best we got, you know?
He's looking all sorts of wrinkled. That man's probably got like 6 layers of wrinkles in his forehead.
He's just out there spite living. He been should have died like 6 times over. Just keep on living.
I was gonna say Ozzy, but he's showing the cracks now. The cracks in the immortality armor.
Well, there's only so many times you can like literally just like break down your face and replace it with pig parts before like at some point we can tell, you know.
And Betty White was gonna be the one.
She went as long as she could.
I'm gonna say it. I think she spite died.
Nice, the way less publicized spite death.
The spite death. Not to prove that she wasn't immortal, but just to prove that she was capable of dying.
God, I hate fighting this enemy. He literally is immune to everything my build is. So I have to just sit here and win slow wars of attrition.
Oh, we're about to celebrate Betty White turning 100? Nah, B. We're doing a more peaceful celebration.
Let's go.
Here we go. Go, go, go.
Give it back to me. Give me my control. Any minute now. Couple more hits. Couple more hits. Couple more hits.
Couple more hits.
Couple more hits. Couple more. One more.
Gotta lay in the beef.
Stop your bullshit. No, 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 no. He'll get out.
Oh shit! I just remembered. Yo, I'm gonna need a Sopranos watch along update.
Oh, we're in season 5. Last thing that we watched was
Tony Egg.
Oh, yes, was Tony admitting that he had a panic attack the night that Tony B went away.
Oh shit!
So big reveals, big reveals. She still loving Paulie, though she feels like he was really stupid for not seeing the Johnny Sack thing coming.
Activating combat mode.
Hates Finn. Misha absolutely hating Finn. No love there at all. Meadows' 4-hour argument over you packed a suitcase did not land well either. She was like, yo, this man is fearing for his life. Maybe you could give him a night. Maybe. She's really coming around on Carmella. I feel like she's starting to genuinely like Carmella. Which is interesting. Because obviously, I have very mixed feelings about Carmella. But I do see where Misha's coming from. She has very interesting takes on Tony that I will not talk about until we finish the show, for fear I don't want her to accidentally catch anything we might talk about.
Yeah.
But she has very interesting takes on Tony. I've never really experienced someone giving me this interpretation of Tony on a first watch. She has a really yeah, like she's got her eye on Tony. Let's put it that way. She's seeing through him a little bit, and
Oh shit.
I'm kind of impressed. Who else? I'm trying to think. Christopher,
Chris?
she's pretty much done with Chris. Like, she loves him. She's like said those words many times. She's like, I love him, but like, she's done with him. She's like, he can't get it together. He's a fuck up. Like, that's where her head's at. Like, she just wants Adriana to leave him. Like, that's her whole thing with that. She's like, just leave him. It's not going anywhere good. Get out, get out, get out. She misses Furio like nobody's business. She's sad, still sad
Uncle
about
June.
Uncle June. Yeah, just sadness that
I want this piece of dough.
that he had something, but now he's just an old man.
I know you want it.
Bobby.
Whatever it is.
Bobby is her number one favorite. No hesitation, hands down. Which obviously then it should not surprise you to know that Janice is her number one least favorite.
Yep.
Loves Bobby, hates Janice.
Silvio.
It took her a while. Like, I was saying that Silvio is one of my favorites, and she kind of was like, he's not really doing much. But now she's starting to realize what Silvio is. Over time, he's proving his worth. Also, funny.
Silvio's fucking great.
He's always been one of my favorites, yeah.
And she's fucking.
Hey, cheese fuck. So good. Yeah, she still has a lot of forgiveness for the kids. She doesn't really bash the kids at all. Though, like I said, Meadow did kill her a little bit with that conversation. I'm trying to think. Who
I
else?
have more forgiveness for Meadow than I do for AJ.
She thinks Johnny Sack is unhinged. She's like always saying like the dude has like a hair trigger. She doesn't find him to be calculating at all. She thinks he's just pure impulse.
Yeah.
She hasn't really said much about Little Carmine yet. So I'm interested.
What does she think of fucking Ralph?
Ralph Cifaretto?
Before, like in that episode.
Oh, well.
Before the thing happened with the thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, she didn't see it coming. But at the same time, she saw that kind of ending for Ralph as inevitable because she was like, he's too caught up in the old school. Like, she was just like, this guy is a stubborn fuck. He's not going to change. So when Feach came around, she liked him. She liked him instantly, but was like, he's another old timer. He's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Like, she said it almost like a minute, like a physical minute before Tony said it. Where she was like, Tony, come on. Like, you remember, like, Richie?
Yeah.
Wait, did you say Richie or Ralphie? I might have just got confused.
Ralphie.
Ralphie.
I was referring more to like
I was talking about Richie.
when his kid gets in the hospital and all that, and you think for a second that Ralph's gonna have like a mini face turn.
Yeah. My brain went to Richie for some reason. No, Ralphie, she hated. Ralphie, she was like, no redeeming qualities. She didn't believe, even when the shit was happening, and she had that like basic level, sympathy for obviously someone with their kids and all. She was like, he's not gonna change. It's crocodile tears. He's gonna go back exactly to who he was. So she didn't doubt for 1 second that he killed the horse. Like, she was like, no, he definitely killed the horse. Like,
He killed the horse.
That's
where I stand too.
Yeah, he killed the horse. I believe so too. I believe so too. I still I don't think that Tony was like justified in terms of as a boss. I don't think he was justified in what he did. But like on a man to man,
fuck no.
But on a man to man level, I get why he did it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yeah. So sorry, Ralphie, she hated him from beginning to end. She thought he was a piece of shit, and she basically celebrated when he died. Like, yeah, it was like, get out of here. You know.
Activating combat
Yeah.
mode.
She's really enjoyed it. I can't like. We'll do an episode. I'll get her on here to like. We'll do it. We'll talk Sopranos.
What about the big swerve?
Which one?
The one that with Ralph being bald the entire time.
Oh, I mean, it's just funny because his hair looked like shit the whole series, so it was just kind of funny, you know.
Yeah.
That I always love that scene. I thought it was good for a laugh. It was like, yeah, obviously, right? It's bad rug.
Activating combat mode.
Biggest swerve in the show.
Well, since they weren't gonna take off Sills, right?
Conflict resolved.
Yeah, right? Oh, you can't separate Syl from that hair.
Yes, but it's like it's funny because it's just so obviously a rug. Like,
That, like, it's almost endearing that he just sticks with it like that, you know?
hey, he's vain about his hair. See, I've never been, nor will I ever be that guy. The minute I feel like
Once you see that it's the point of no return with the balding, you're just sticking with it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how I feel too.
no, the minute I feel like I'm a bald guy with hair, I'm shaving my head. There's no questions asked. I know I got a decent shape. I've walked around with a shaved head before. I know I can survive it. There's no reason to like run from it.
Combat mode.
It's like, nope, gotta go.
Conflict resolved.
Cause it's better. It's better to just have the shaved head than to walk around with like wisps, or like
Yeah.
a comb over, like you lying to somebody, like you tricking people. They will never know that I
The
am.
comb over is egregious.
Yeah, that whole like they will never know that I am bald because I have strategically placed my hair. Like, no, dude,
No, you ain't fooling nobody.
you're bald. We know you're bald. You know you're bald. Just be bald.
Activating combat mode.
It's fine.
Oh, who else is
Conflict resolved.
good on that show? Fucking Artie.
Oh, okay. Artie, Charmaine is one of her favorite characters on the show. Charmaine, she's
Oh,
like,
Charmaine is fucking great.
yeah, like she's convinced that Charmaine is the best woman on the show. Like, you know what I mean?
I would agree. I would 100% agree.
Yeah, she's like, if Artie would just listen to Charmaine, his life would be so much better. But Artie is another one that, for whatever reason, she loves him. She likes him a lot. She wants better for Artie than he keeps doing for himself.
Activating combat mode.
I'm kind of in that camp too.
Well, because I understand Artie's flaw. Artie's flaw of wanting to be a bigger shot than he was, like, and not necessarily like he wants to be a gangster. He just wants to matter. He feels like a person that doesn't
Yeah.
matter, and he wants like he wanted more out of his life than what he was able to achieve. It's an understandable flaw. I think he's a dummy because I think he can't see how good he has it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he has a life that most people would wish they could get. You know, his own restaurant, his successful business. He's got kids.
I would even go as far to say he's like a top tier hustler though.
For sure. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
The man got away with pulling a gun on Tony.
well, no, that's not for hustling ability. That's literally because he's Tony's only real friend. Like, that's legit. Like,
There's something to be said about that though. Like, also with him beating the shit out of Benny.
yeah.
He's in the best position out of anybody on that show.
Well, Artie, the thing about Artie is, like, if you factor in that, like, when they were kids, Artie was actually more of a troublemaker than Tony was. He just went the straight and narrow, and his life had a lower ceiling than Tony's. And so he looks over the fence and sees all the opulence and wishes that he could have that. But what he doesn't realize is that, like, he's sitting at a better position, you know? And he just
Yeah.
can't accept it. So every move that he tries to make makes his life worse. You know what I mean? When, like, really,
Yeah.
if he would just accept where he is, his life would
He'd
be
be
better.
fine.
Yeah, because he's actually doing fine. You know, he's such a particular type of character that way. But I love him too, man. I've always liked Artie. I like the way he talks with his hands. You know,
Yeah.
he makes me.
I always like that he's like going the cheap route on everybody connected to the mob, just getting them like, just not letting them order stuff from his restaurant. Like, that's anything like remotely expensive.
Well, I
He
mean,
was cutting Carmella the fucking deal with the Ramlosa.
oh, the Ramlos is the best. Yeah, yeah.
I got
Yo,
such a deal on this.
watching it back now, though, the Ramlosa is really funny because it makes me laugh because it's everywhere that season. Like, the more times I watch it,
Yeah.
the more places that I notice the Ramlosa even being in effect, you know? Like,
Yeah.
everybody went all in. The Ramlosa, the red cooler, if you look, you see the red cooler everywhere.
That's funny.
It's so funny. Everybody took the red coolers. Everybody took the Ramlosa. There's so many little things in the show that don't get enough love in terms of I don't know, like how full of shit everybody is. You know, like you
Yeah.
get the more times you watch it, the more you pick up on little things like that, where you like how much everybody is half a shit talker. You know, I really dig that. I think that's so cool about the show. Is like,
You can't really rely on anybody to be trustworthy.
nah, man. Everybody's got layers to the character. Everybody's got margins. You know, everybody exists in the margins, and I think it's really
Yeah.
cool. It it's a great show. It holds up incredibly well. This particular rewatch, because it's Misha's first watch, and I make it a point to kind of sit there quiet and just let her watch. And you know, if she says something, I'll respond a little bit, but I mostly like stay quiet. You know, and I try not to react to what's.
Yeah.
I try not to anticipate what's gonna happen and just kind of watch. A lot of times during the climactic moments, the moments that I know are coming, I like sneakily just kind of look at her, like out of the side eye. I'll look at her instead of the TV and watch her react to it. It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's so fun, man. Like I knew that she would love the show, even though it's not her type of show. It's not her type of characters. It's not the kind of thing she would normally watch. But I knew from the twofold of her appreciation of filmmaking, which she just sits there constantly talking about how beautiful the show is, and then her appreciation of filmmaking, and then her appreciation of psychology, because that's what she went to school for. So like,
Yeah.
so the twofold aspect of it, she's all over it. And I'll point out a little thing here and there with Tony, or like, you know, I'll like be like, you know, to give her like a little extra layer to the character, and she'll just have this smile of like, she's really getting it. And I knew that's the thing, I knew she would, but it's still super cool to watch it happen, because I'm like, I feel like I gave her something of value. I feel like she's gonna like, you know, she'll turn somebody else onto the show at some point and be like, "Yo, watch this," you know. I was like, yeah, for sure. I think she's actually getting my dad the closest he's ever been to actually watching it now, because it's one thing for my dad to hear me talk about it, but now even seeing the way she's talking about it, he's like, yeah, I guess I gotta watch this fucking show, huh? I'm like, yeah, man, it's literally a class in how to write characters, man. Like it's special. It's I still feel that way. It's a very special show. I gotta get around to watching The West Wing before Steve chokes me out.
Yeah, right?
He been telling me to watch West Wing since like forever. I'm like, I'm gonna get to it. And I will get to it.
I got a fresh start that because I watched like 3 episodes of it.
Same. I did a little more than that. But
It didn't resonate just yet, but I knew that there was something there.
hey man, Steve's got good taste. He's turned me on to many things that I really enjoy. He turned me on to Fringe, and that's like one of my favorite shows ever. So he knows what's up. He knows what's up. I gotta watch it.
I almost forgot about Vito.
Vito. Oh my god. I don't think that Vito was gonna do anything. Like I've seen that question. What was Vito gonna kill Finn? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think he was just trying to get on his good side.
The part where he got busted.
Yeah, because we saw that obviously.
That was kind of an oh shit moment.
For sure, they did not spoil that even a little bit. That just happened. Yeah. I don't think he was gonna do anything. I think that was purely he was just trying to get him on his good side. Because
I feel like he already did the intimidation part.
Right, the intimidation was just getting him to go to the game, and then he was gonna be cool to him. Yeah, because obviously they all know who Finn is, so like,
and they all know where he stands and everything.
Yeah,
That's why you have that scene where Paulie's trying to boss him around, and then they immediately tell him, "Yo, that dude's with Meadow," and then Paulie just has that "oh shit" moment
Yeah, it's so funny.
and just flips the switch.
All right, I'm gonna end the stream because there ain't nothing else to do today. We're over 3 hours, and goodbye.